where we need to go. We mean no harm at all.
And I'm to believe that. Why exactly that you mean no harm? How do I know you're not some of these religious psychos who have been causing trouble within the wilds?
Are you talking about the ones in the cloaks? Is that what you're talking about?
No, the other crazy people going around killing people.
We actually had a run-in with them on the way through the forest, actually. It did not go well for them.
What do you mean by
But
that?
we escaped. I think we killed maybe their second in command, I believe. Yeah, it was almost very bad. And then with the help of Path, it wasn't. Path is right here.
Hello.
Well, I guess it's good that there are other than true believers in the forest that understand the maybe not true believers, more as the natural order of things.
Yeah, we thought they were weird and kind of scary. If I'm being honest.
Yes. Anywho, I imagine you will be leaving then.
Yes, immediately. We're just going right on our way.
Wait. This kind of this centaur woman then kind of trots over and makes a circle around you and looks at each of you pretty intently. That's right, I said trots over. And then she kind of makes an eye and just stares at Geth for a moment before going, what is that around your ear?
What?
Hanging from your ear there.
It's a necklace now.
Is it a necklace now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, regardless, they're going to comment on it.
Okay. Geth is going to kind of like slide his necklace out from underneath his tunic, and he's going to like hold up the owl beak, the owl bear beak that Zahn had crafted into a necklace for him, hiding the Tamora coin behind his finger. Like it's just a memento from a creature we fought not too long ago.
She's going to lean over slightly and to go, that thing smells disgusting.
Geth is going to lean in and whisper, then don't go over and smell that guy, and point towards Aerith, who was previously covered in owlbear guts.
Hey.
Yeah, the male one that's covered in tattoos and brands is gonna like trot over there and smell Aerith very, very deeply.
Not again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't smell that one. And he's gonna trot back.
Thank you, Theodophon. I appreciate your service to the cause. Okay, well,
Should we
then
should we just kill them and assume that Malchus wants that done regardless? I mean, it seems fair.
I say no.
Theo, it really doesn't seem worth our time. I'm not seeing any sign that they're of some other group. Are you followers of Malchus, or at least understand the rightful his rightful place here?
Actually, we don't. Coincidentally we're trying to find out a little bit more about Malchus, but as far as I know, none of us are followers or believers of any of the errant gods of this continent, or at least in the other, what do they call it, the little like counts of
Kingdom?
kingdoms, yeah, or at least the other kingdom.
So then you might be the ones causing all of this, these horrible disasters that have been happening in our wilds. Maybe your lack of belief in anything is what has upset Malchus.
Well, I wouldn't say I don't believe in anything. I do have my own god I worship.
Theo, he just said he didn't believe any of our gods, correct?
Yes, I do believe he did say that.
Do we look like idiots?
No, you actually look like fine people. I just don't follow Eldath or Baal or I don't personally follow Malchus, but I have been curious about his teachings as of late.
So you're saying that you can't know for sure that if we sacrifice the 5 of you now, that the natural disasters that have been ruining our wilds might stop?
No, unfortunately.
I know I'm not doing it.
How?
We don't
I didn't
believe
do
we
it.
have any direct connection to these natural disasters. From what we've heard, the natural disasters started after we began our own journey not too long ago. But from what we've heard from other townsfolk in other towns, and what we've personally encountered, this has been happening longer than what we may be a part of.
Well, I don't like you here.
Can you give a Marshall real quick? Could you give a persuasion check or just charisma maybe? Yeah, charisma.
What do you? That's why you don't get them.
You smooth talking bitch.
Doing the one thing he was made to do.
Yeah, this woman's gonna kind of take a step back and lean over and whisper something in Theo's ear, and then go, continue along the path, and we better not hear word of 5 troublemakers causing any religious disturbance in our wilds.
I can promise you we will do our best not to cause any other religious disturbances. But I can't help but shake it. Do you have any sort of reference material that we may borrow to learn more about Malchus and his teachings?
Yes, let me just pull these books out from my hindquarters real quick. It's fucking asshole, Theo.
Simply an inquiry about your god. But if you
Yo, he's not our god.
oh. Sorry, then I must
He's God.
He's God.
Understood.
Pay attention, Geth. We're so sorry about him.
Geth is gonna turn and just stare daggers at Aerith. He's like, "You're so right, my dear companion."
Yeah, she's gonna go, you guys keep him from talking too much in these parts. He's gonna get you accidentally shot with several arrows.
Not again. We will do our best. Thank you so much. Please forgive our friend's insolence.
Move along.
Have a great day. And we start walking. Or Eris starts walking.
Yeah, Geth is also.
They'll stand there as you walk off and just stare at you. They'll continue to have hands on weapons and prepared, as you move.
Yep. So with that, we're gonna pop back over on the Vikna map. At this point, it's a little afternoon as you begin walking again. You guys are pretty tired from the fight and all, but you're able to make it most of the rest of the distance that you had rolled for in the day. And at the end of the day, you kind of are exhausted. And as you're setting up camp and everything, and you set up camp and you get ready to go to bed for the night, and then sleep through the night and wake up refreshed and fully healed, each of you, the next day, feeling quite great about yourself. And then you hit the road again. And does anyone remember who rolled last? Doesn't matter. Zahn, it's going to be you. Zahn, will you roll us a 1d10 plus 8? As you wake up to a sunny sky and a very nice day. Yeah,
Ew.
no, perfect. Yeah, you start walking, and your day passes by. How many of these days have passed by since you left? You spend all day walking along this kind of like, there's definitely a path, but it's not necessarily what you would describe as a road, in the sense that you guys definitely have roads back in Nairn that you would have seen before, and outside of cities even, but this is more of a path that clearly has been walked on many times. It's relatively wide, but you continue on that path, and you make it no problem making it those 11 miles today. And then you get to camp for the day. You find a nice place to yes, Brendan. You find a nice place to settle down and set your tents up. You feel kind of better at this point because you're kind of out of the area where you saw a tornado only a few days before, where you saw a massive fire, and then you got attacked by a shit ton of wolves and met some centaurs. You kind of moved a little out of that area now at this point. It seems like you're getting out of it. The trees have gotten less and less dense as you walked since you left the mountain pass, and you're looking more at plains and grassland and such as that. But you set up camp for the night and go to bed, and you wake up the next day.
Wait, real quick.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. As you wake up, Baracus, can you give me a perception check?
Sure can. Let's see.
Big roll.
Yep.
Okay. Continue, Hank. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, no, you yeah, so you continue on your walk the next day. You wake up the next morning, and you wake up to a relatively windy day compared to the day before. Like, there's quite a bit of wind rustling the trees and leaves as you wake up in the morning. But will Aerith roll me a d10 plus 4 for your movement for today? It's a little bit harder going. It's a little bit harder moving along because of the what?
I forgot to add the +4, so I just added it in the text.
Okay, thank you, because I'm not actually smart enough to add 4 without that, so I do appreciate it.
I didn't know if you would look at the math and like I thought you might just see 7.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, you guys continue walking. It's hard to move though because the wind is blowing against you, but yeah, it's a much clearer day. So it's not too bad getting through everything in the end. And then at the end of your day, after walking 11 miles, you find a nice place to settle down and continue on. And then you've kind of set up tents for the night. What's kind of going through the mind of the group as you guys are on like well into your journey? I think this is night 17 since you left, or 16 since you left Mock. What's going through your head, Aerith?
Aerith really wants to bathe. He still smells like the owlbear. He's really tired, and he's really hoping for something at Chateau Monix to make this journey worth it, because Aerith is not used to living in the wild at all.
Fair enough. What about you, Baracus? How are you doing so far? Hiking for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, Baracus is definitely not used to this. He's always been more of a indoorsy person than outdoorsy. So, I mean, he's definitely I know he's feeling fatigued. But I mean, he is happy to actually, still be around people that he can tolerate.
That's good. I'm glad that you're tolerating the people that you have to travel with all the time. And then what about you, Zon? Kind of what's going through your mind at this point?
Zon was prepared for a really long journey. He's ready for it to come to a close.
Mm-hmm.
But this is pretty much kind of what he was expecting, so he's
Fair
going
enough.
with the flow.
Guess you still good with your entire group, all 5 of them?
Well, he was never like super good with path to begin with, and the trip is kind of like proving that he might have been right. But again, he got outvoted, so he's putting up with path for the rest of the group. But he is starting to get a little worried about all of the different I guess, violent religious sects here because he comes from a relatively peaceful religion that typically preys on like gambling and stuff rather than like violence. But with these centaurs threatening us in the name of Malchus, the followers of Baal chasing us, Eldaf wanting to brainwash us, Geth is starting to feel a little uneasy about it, and he wants to try and learn a little bit more about the gods, so he might be able to like take part in conversations about them. But at the same time, he's worried about what Tamora may think if he learns too much about others.
Yeah, I'm sure the gods are all very, very positive about people just going around picking and choosing from religions. So I think that's a great thing to pursue. No, that's great. Yeah, you guys wake up the next day and you wake up to an extremely dense fog, kind of clouding everything around you. You have about, I would say, 6 feet of visibility to 10 feet of visibility in front of you before this like rather thick fog. But you're able to get yourself to the path. Brockus, will you first roll me a d4?
Mm-hmm.
And then
D4. Right.
yeah. Okay. And then will you roll me a d6 plus 4 as well?
Hang on.
Okay.
Five.
So 5. Yeah. So you guys set up your tent for the day, or like pick up your tent, kind of get ready. You make your eat your little bit of rations for the day and stuff, and try to get started with your day. And you start walking, and you walk for about what feels like a mile, but it's kind of hard to tell. You're like, well, we're on the path, right? There's kind of see the path below you. You keep walking, only to kind of come upon all of a sudden you're at the face of a wall of the mountain. But it's been like hours you've been walking to get to this place. And you kind of just face the wall of a mountain in front of you right now. And the sun seemingly is starting to set and the fog is starting to clear up around you. Can I get a survival check from one member of the group?
Yeah, that ain't me.
Let me see. I think I have a decent one if it will let me get to it.
I have a +3.
Okay, yeah, that's better than mine. Go ahead.
I'm not great at rolling though, so we'll see.
You got it. I believe in you.
Okay.
Yeah. After kind of you walk again for what seems like probably 2, 3, 4 miles, the fog starts to clear and Get very quickly realizes that you're kind of off the path at this point. But because of that great survival skill, you can see a game path that leads you back towards it. And you kind of think you're going back in the right direction. The fog has started clearing up and you feel more comfortable about it. And as you're kind of walking in front of you, it's probably mid-afternoon at this point, mid to late afternoon. You see in front of you 2 people sitting at a small little campsite right off this kind of path that you're on. And you see this old man and a much younger like adult man still in these kind of red and blue robes sitting around a fire, and they don't seem to see you by any means.
Geth is gonna put his hand on Aerith's shoulder and lean down and whisper, stay back a little bit, and I'm gonna give him the blessing of the trickster, which gives him advantage on stealth rolls. And then Geth is going to walk towards them.
And Aerith is gonna try to hide and
Okay.
eavesdrop.
How are you hiding?
Well, we're still like we're still in the forest, I believe, so just behind a tree.
Okay, yeah, no, you can do that. Yeah, so you give me a stealth check, Aerith.
Boom.
You get advantage on it, right? 14.
Mhm.
All right. Gatha, you're walking up to this 2 people sitting here.
Yes.
What are the rest of you guys doing while this happens?
I follow.
Yeah, same.
Behind.
Come on,
Hey.
mess it back up.
Yeah, you guys make your way over here. As you get close, will you how are you walking up, Geth? Are you just like walking normal? Are you trying to sneak at all?
No, Geth can't sneak regardless because of his armor,
Mhm.
like at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's walking forward. Gonna be standing up very tall, but like non-threateningly. Like he's gonna like droop his shoulders a little bit. His palms are gonna be faced kind of like inwards, but also like forward. So it kind of like unthreateningly.
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of get close to them, yeah, you're not particularly a quiet person. Your armor clinks together. You step on things with your big metal boots and everything. Clomp, clomp, clomp. And then as you kind of take a step and break a twig beneath you, there's a kind of snap sound of that. And the two men turn to stare at you, and the older man goes immediately, yes, come over, come over. Please join us around our fire, friends. We have food to spare.
Mm-hmm.
Harris sort of ready his bow while hiding.
Geth is going to walk forward with like arms out very graciously, and he's going to say, oh, you were very polite for a couple of strangers, but the fire would be much appreciated if you really don't mind us joining you for a little while.
Of course not. Welcome around. We are, I am Samid, of course, but you probably knew that. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody knows Samid. But yes, I am, of course, a priest of the great goddess Saloon. Life be with you. And this is my my trainee Tang here. And Tang, as you see, already has one fish over the fire, but I think Tang could put a few more on if you would like.
Sure.
And Tang is gonna nod agreeingly and get to work with the fish. He doesn't say anything.
So what brings an odd-looking group of four like you to this part of the woods?
Well, you see, we're kind of just passing through the area while we help a friend get to his home. Can I ask the same about you? What brings you out here in the middle of seemingly nowhere?
No, you can't ask that. No, I'm just kidding. Samid is happy to tell you. No, we're just out going around and kind of spreading the word of our Lord Saloon through the songs that I sing and, of course, the dances that Tang puts on.
Song and dance, how lovely. Though you'll have to forgive me, I'm not quite too well versed in the teachings of Saloon. Would you be willing to share a little bit more about her?
Of course. Have you ever heard of a thing called life?
Geth's gonna motion to himself and say, I think so.
Then you've heard about Saloon, but I think that Tang has a better way of telling you about it. Tang, would you please?
Yeah, and Tang will stand up. You'll notice he's about 4'10". He's bald. He's just a very, very small little Asian man. And he's going to nod excitedly at this, and he's going to begin a dance. And it's a very like kind of fluid, flowing dance. It's not unimpressive, but it's definitely not impressive either. I'd say mediocre. And he's just going to kind of hop around the fire for a bit.
As he does this, Samid the entire time is humming loud enough that you can hear, but it sounds like he's trying to make it that you can't hear it. And he's just like, like that, kind of humming to what he believes the tune of the dance to be. And then Samid goes, well, now that's a little about me. So tell me everything about each of you.
What's everything about me? I'm hearing numbers.
Nothing? Well,
My master died and we killed the person responsible. So yes, that's justice, I guess.
Samid at this point looks at you and goes, Horned One, are you a saved man, woman, or thing?
I am working on it, man. Thank you.
Can I offer you something?
by all means.
He's gonna kind of come over to you and get really close and just kind of like stare at you, right? Like he's probably from like face to face is about 6 to 12 inches away from you. And then he is just going to kiss you full on the mouth, with like just a very just assertive kiss on the mouth before pulling back and just absolutely licking from chin to forehead over your face, and then goes, "Life be with you," and then dances over to Aerith and starts getting
Not
really
me.
close to him as well.
Aerith's not there.
Oh, not Aerith,
I
sorry,
reach-
to Path I meant.
I reach for the
And you'll
dagger.
notice that Tang, while this is happening, is also getting really close to your face. Like he's kind of perpendicular so he can see the kiss happen in the lick, and
Yep.
he's just watching very excitedly as he does this.
Do I notice any like sort of, I don't know, like magic or religious presence when that happens?
Or did he put his tongue in me just cuz?
Wait,
I-
Marcus, can you give us a religion check real quick?
Yeah, why not?
Also, roll for tongue.
Roll for tongue. No, don't roll for tongue. I don't even know what they do. Sleight of hand.
Oh no. Let it sound like he didn't want it.
A little bit. Yeah, Baracus. So as his mouth leaves yours and the tongue moves up from your chin to your forehead, this feeling of just like endless warmth goes over your body. And for a solid 20-30 seconds, you feel that feeling of when you're like so stoned you can't move from the couch, and time passes and you don't know if it's been 20 seconds or 5 hours since you got to that position on the couch. That's the feeling that's left over you after his kiss and lick. And then as it leaves you, you kind of feel just warm and fuzzy all over. And then he's going to walk up to Path and go, other one, you look very well dressed for an adventurer. He doesn't know his name, Marshall. Thank you. Would you like a blessing of your own?
Do it.
Make
Yeah.
him kiss.
Yeah, yes, do it.
Yeah, with this,
Bring it on.
passionately kisses Path. And you notice Path kind of get backs in it a little too. Like it becomes a kiss together instead of just one person kissing another person, but only a little. Then he pulls off and licks over Path's face, and Path kind of stands there like, oh, warm and fuzzy, like a cat who just rubbed himself on somebody's leg. Then he's going to move over to Geth and get really close to his face and said, "What about you?"
Geth is gonna kind of put up a hand between him and slowly push himself back, and he's gonna very politely say, as much as I appreciate it, I think I'm going to have to pass.
That's a horrible shame. Then he's gonna move over to
Tang is going to
Zahn.
come behind you and kind of massage your shoulders after you say you've rejected it. You know, just like it's like definitely an uninvited massage. He's just gonna kind of, but he's got little tiny hands, so it's just kind of like squeezing like this. He's trying to comfort you.
Yep.
Geth is gonna like, thank you.
With this, Samid moves up next to Zahn and goes, Zahn, sorry, not Zahn. God damn it. You guys introduce yourselves more. Dragonborn. I've never laid a blessing on a Dragonborn before.
Don't say it like that.
I need to know what that
Sounds like you're something.
Zahn, would you like
Thank
a
you.
blessing?
I will take one, yes.
Can I ask something of you? And this is fair to say no. But Tang here, part of his training is that he also has to learn how to give these blessings. And I wanted to know if you would allow Tang to deliver this blessing.
No.
Did you say no?
You look so good at it.
And he goes, fair enough. And he leans forward and gives you just this, again, very passionate, powerful kiss before breaking the kiss only to lick up from your chin to your forehead. And this warm feeling develops your body. And then he turns over to Tang, who looks disappointed after this, and proceeds to just make out with Tang in front of you for probably 30 seconds longer than would be comfortable for you guys, even in this moment after just kissing this guy. Think of 30 seconds longer than where it's okay. And then as they break eye contact, they both just look at Geth. And Samid goes, one last chance here.
Geth is actually going to say, I think I'm still good. However, I think I know of someone that might require your blessing.
Oh?
Geth is going to stand up.
Aerith is notching an arrow.
He's going to wave Aerith over, and he's going to turn back to
No.
Eric, and he's going to say, now he's a little skittish, and he's very new to all of this, but I promise you he would love a blessing.
Oh my.
He says, no, just go for it.
No, I'm just peeking around the tree, just like shaking my head. No.
Yeah, so Tang makes their way over to Aerith at the tree.
No. It was just telling them, it was just saying no as they walk up.
Campsite.
Tang is going to continue getting
No,
closer
some
to
meat
your
is
face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tang is going to continue getting closer to your face to the point where he's about an inch away at this point.
No, I push him away. No, I don't want it.
Okay. And Tang will look sad and begin a sad dance. And you can tell that it's sad because he's frowning.
Aww. With this, Samid goes, well, now that blessings have been given out for as many of us can handle it, I guess. I have to ask, what's next for you? You continuing on? It's getting late. You are welcome to stay in our camp. We have plenty of room. Our tent is a one person.
Well,
Well, you see, we do have our own tents, but the more the merrier. So if you don't have any issue with it, we would gladly join you at your campsite for the night. I guess I feel like I should ask though. We do sleep in shifts, considering we've run into a few issues since we've begun our journey. As long as that's okay, we don't want to disturb you or anything.
Oh, well, no, we're just gonna sleep. No one messes with holy figures, really, so.
In his mind, Geth is gonna roll his eyes. They mess with a lot of those figures.
Yeah, with this is kind of like they're gonna just start kind of going back to their thing, which is cooking fish. Tang is gonna finish these fish for you and deliver each of you a grilled fish. And you'll notice that Samid is not eating, but the rest of you have a fish. And Tang actually has two fishes that he's eating. Fish that he's eating.
Samid, why aren't you eating?
He's gonna go, can I tell you a secret, Geth?
Oh, I do love secrets.
I'm always just so full after giving blessings in a day.
Okay. I guess I get that sense of fulfillment after religious ceremonies.
After some time and more just kind of uncomfortable conversations with Samid about life and about Saloon, and actually 3 more dances from Tang describing different things that make no sense to anyone, except Samid seems to enjoy them very much as he hums and claps along like this as he dances, and never to the beat and never to the tune that Tang seems to be dancing to. But they then kind of enter the tent together and get like, you can tell there's not space for 2 people in this tent, but they seem to be making it work. And with that, you guys have anything you wanted to do before you go to bed tonight?
Geth is actually gonna walk to Aerith and pat him on the shoulder. He's gonna say, I'm so sorry for that display. I just thought it would be a little funny.
Eric's just gonna go, I'm not laughing. No, it's uncomfortable.
Well,
That's scary.
if it makes you feel any better, I can reward your forgivingness with a shower, since you do seem to reek of owl bear still.
Only after you let me soak in this for a few days before offering a shower.
Yeah.
Fine.
So I'm gonna cast. I'm actually gonna pull out my canteen and take a drop of water, and I'm gonna cast create water, and let it drizzle over Aerith so he can get cleaned up a bit.
So you could have done this the whole time, though.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
I've had this since we woke up and we smelled smoke. Just in case we ran into fire, I was gonna be able to put it out. So yeah, I've just let air smell like shit for a while.
Good.
Aerith is annoyed that this didn't happen earlier, but he's happy he smells better.
Anything else before we continue on the road?
Is Jeff here?
Give me an perception check.
Perception. Boom.
Yeah, no, 100% he is. He looks like he never left you guys, and I don't know why you asked if he was here. Actually, you'll notice he's wearing a collar different than the collar you guys had on before.
Wait, what?
It just had like a little string wrapped
Yeah,
around him
ribbon.
before. Yeah, a ribbon with a little bow tied in it. He's wearing just like what would be much more of just a collar at this point.
Does it have,
Where'd you get this, buddy?
have any sort of like insignia on it anywhere? Or is
Nope.
it just a plain collar?
Yeah, it's plain black collar wrapped around his neck.
A black collar?
Mhm.
Geth takes it off.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't care. He seemed uninterested before you took the collar off and uninterested after, but he is there.
Not just
And
the color black.
what about Zon Baracus real quick before we go to bed for the night? Did you guys have anything this evening?
No, my man is going to bed.
Yeah, Zon?
He's fulfilled,
Nope,
I guess.
we're in bed.
All right. Well, I mean, you got the three of you got your blessings today. So you go to bed, and the three of you that got kissed actually have these really nice dreams of this kind of angelic figure wrapping you in this like warm blanket that is her wings and everything. Well, the other two of you, Aerith and Geth, you guys just dream of being murdered, and you wake up partway through the night only to have another dream of being murdered, only to have another dream. And that happens throughout the night, and it's really not your softest or most restful night. And you all wake up the next morning to an empty campsite, as Tang and Samid had already packed up actually during the last shift and kind of made their way out. They said there's people to bless, people to kiss, and things to do because life never ends until it does, is what Samid says on his way out.
I don't like that
What a-
distinguished between giving blessings and kissing people, because that means like sometimes he just kisses people without giving them blessings.
I don't know, maybe.
That scares me.
Hey, can we take a quick 5? I gotta pee.
Yep, let's take a quick 5. We'll come back in 5 minutes. Keep going.
I'm not sure.
All right.
Real quick.
No, that was a bar, Will. That was a bar.
What?
I said that was a bar.
I don't understand what that means.
What did Hank say? Are you talking about his did you say something poetic, Hank?
Yeah.
What did I? Oh, about the people to there's blessings to give, people to kiss, and things to do because life is never ending until it does. Thank you.
Yeah.
Samid probably
Yeah, wow.
sang it
That's
without a tune.
was that off the top of your head? That's pretty good.
Everything I say is, Brendan. I don't write anything. So I gave in the different campaign I was playing, I gave this like big impassioned speech that this like boss character was giving out staring at a window over the ocean, and I'm just kind of bullshitting it, right? And it finished, and the other character who he's giving the speech to goes like, "What?" Speech to Luna.
Did you say boss?
Yeah, he's a prefect.
Don't say boss like that, because that made it seem like a boss is in a boss fight, which means we're gonna have.
No, boss isn't. He's literally the boss of your quadrant.
I'm telling the anti-William.
Do it then. Tell him. The dude's like he's literally the 4th highest position in the city, or 2nd highest position in the city in one quadrant. So yes, he is a boss, and I don't understand.
You could have said prefect.
You're right. Everyone understands what prefects are in the case of this one game that we're playing without them, Marshall.
Context.
They're just trying to solve a
Half is
murder, and they're
prefect.
doing a bad job. So they're trying to look for any hints.
Easily survived 2 boss fights.
So far. I don't know what I was gonna say. Brendan, didn't you have to pee?
Nah, Michaela did.
Ah, fair.
I legitimately thought it was Brendan, and I thought Brendan just sat there, and I was like, oh no.
Oh God. Not
Not on the carpet.
I like the idea that you wanted us to pause, but then still chose to do it in front of us. That's a huge power move.
Yeah, everybody take a break. I'm gonna piss myself. Please. Thank you.
Stare
Everyone
everyone
stop
down.
and watch.
Yeah, I'm a voyeur, you know? Voyeur.
Yes.
Boyer.
Thank
I
you.
like other people to watch me pee.
Yeah, no, obviously, that's fine.
I thought you said Boyer, and I thought it was like Michael Boyer.
No, but that's also fair. You guys ready?
I am.
All right, you guys kind of wake up and you kind of have to think to yourself, did we really meet those three people? And the answer is yes, or two people, sorry. And the answer is yes, you did meet Samid and Tang, and they were exactly how you remembered them. But three of you wake up feeling just really just nice, and the other two of you wake up feeling like shit because you didn't get kissed and licked. So anyway, Geth, will you give me a 10d or 1d10 plus 8, please? Can you give me 10d8?
Let us.
How long ago?
1 to 10 plus 8.
Yep.
Let's
Nice
go.
roll. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. And after Geth kind of like got you guys back on track, it took you no time at all to get back on the path and start going. And then Geth, will you actually roll me a 1d? No, wait, never mind. You're good. Sorry, I just had to check something. That's what I thought. All right. You kind of start walking and you get back to the main path, or what feels like the main path again. There's no like markers on it, it's just you can tell this area has been well worn. And you walk for about 2 miles before you kind of see in front of you something weird. There's like a bench you'd see at like a table, kind of in the middle of the path. And on top of it appears to be what looks like maybe bones. It's kind of weird.
Ruckus, go touch him.
Go touch him.
Yeah, go touch him.
What the f- Okay, all right, let me go ahead.
Yeah, someone's got to touch him.
I'm actually gonna.
You right.
I'm actually gonna reach out and
Fuck.
guide him.
No
towards
one
the
has-
office as he approaches them,
Okay.
just in case.
All right, I'll touch him.
Yeah, so Baracus, as you kind of walk closer, about how far back are you guys standing while this happens?
That's some big.
Did I just kill Ruckus?
Guess he's gonna stand.
You just killed me real quick.
No, we're definitely keeping our distances. We're not trusting of the bones on a
Yeah.
random bench.
No, I mean that's fair enough. So y'all are all of you about 25 feet away from him, kind of standing back there.
That's
Let's say 26, just to avoid that weirdly specific number you just used.
Oh no,
That's what Marshall said.
Yeah, I said Geth was standing 25 feet away. I'm within.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, that was an oddly specific number for some reason.
Yeah, so anyway, as you kind of get close to when you're about 10 feet away from this bench and the bone sitting on top of it, will you give me a nature check, Baracus?
Sure. Yeah.
And add advantage for this nature check.
Plus a D4.
Plus a D4.
Just
Like, don't mess this up.
Nat 1.
Wait, did you really?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh God, wow. Okay, at 12. Will you roll me 1d4 too?
I sure can.
Yeah, that's good enough. It's pretty clear that these are the bones of a snake, but this snake is like huge. Like think like 10-foot long snake in front of you with these massive rib cage bones. These appear to be the bones of a snake. You want to keep walking up to it?
Yeah, why not? It looks like bones, so I'll keep going.
Yeah, you take another step up closer. You're about 5 feet away from this thing, and you hear salutations. As the bone snake lifts its head, as the bone seemingly attached by some force, and the head looks at you and kind of lifts itself up and says, so what's up?
Hello, friend.
Hello.
Um, I'm sorry to disturb you. I'll just be on my way.
Oh no, you're no bother. This is actually a very special place within this pass. You see, this here is my space. So because this is my space, I get to do really fun things with it. And the fun thing I do with my space is I tell riddles. Are you any good at riddles?
Okay. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am not. Reading was never my forte. I tried though, but
Well, as a group of 5, you have 3 chances to get my riddle correct. If you get the riddle correct, you get my most prized possession. And if you get the riddle wrong 3 times, I get to eat you.
hey yo, wait, whoa, like eat, like,
You know,
are you hungry? We can make some food for you. I promise.
Oh, I prefer those who don't understand
Have
riddles.
ration.
The best thing about this being my space, though, is that you don't actually have a choice. You get to compete in my little riddle here. So when the 5 of you are ready, we can make this happen.
All right, I'm ready. I'm all right. I'm ready.
Everything okay?
So no, you guys are close enough. You definitely hear it. Did everyone just start backing up?
Yeah.
Y'all were placed 25 feet away. Did you actually back up?
No.
I need that.
Oh no, sorry, I moved them back. I thought they meant 25 feet from Baracus.
Oh, I
My
didn't
bad.
realize the map.
No, I
Yeah,
put
yeah, we can do that,
25
yeah.
feet from the thing. I got you're good. I appreciate it. Yeah, so he's
Sorry, I
gonna.
didn't realize they were on the map already.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, so this kind of the snake kind of just like lifts itself up until it's like it's almost like standing up straight in a way for it to be a snake, and it's probably standing about 6 to 8 feet in the air. So above eye level of Baracus, and then goes, this riddle again is for all of you. And as a group, you have 3 chances to get it right.
Okay.
It's a very simple one. I figure you should get a simple one.
Okay.
Okay. First, you eat me. Then you get eaten. What am I?
Oh, what the? Hey, come here. No, Brock is he's frantic. He did not know.
Uh,
Hey, I need help.
good luck, Baracus. It's been a pleasure traveling with you.
No. Okay, wait. Can you start? Can you repeat that just one more time?
Of course, but this is the last time I'll repeat it.
I understand.
First, you eat me. Then you get eaten. What am I?
Half is gonna shout from the back. Lava.
No.
God.
One wrong guess down.
Let's,
Oh my God. man.
2 to go.
let,
All right, I was really
us
confident in that one.
discuss before we give our
Yeah.
other answers.
Wait. Wait.
Okay, so so it's something like a trap. So it's something that lures trap. So it's something that you eat, and then
No, it's. He said one wrong. We have 2 more We have 3 more chances to get it right.
No, you have 2 more. 3 chances in total.
Oh, okay. What's the next one? What's the next one? Everybody, shut up. What's the next one?
it's the same riddle. We get 3 guesses at the same riddle. It's not a different riddle.
The snake shakes his head. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's some sort of trap. That's what I'm thinking. It's some sort of trap because you try to eat whatever it is, and then you get eaten yourself.
Was it? Is it? No, that's 2.
It's gonna be some like okay, so maybe like I don't want to say a mouse trap because the trap itself. I don't want to say a mouse trap because you don't go there to eat the mouse trap, and you also don't get eaten with the mouse. The mouse doesn't get eaten with the mouse trap.
You eat it, then it eats you.
I'm assuming some sort of trap. It has to be something specific. Just, or how do, what's something that you what's something that you eat that you have to like bait or catch? Fish. But
Well, fish eat you.
well, no, like, or okay. So I'm thinking the tricky part, it's not from a human's perspective at all. Or that would be my guess, because humans, what eats people? And what
You think it's from the
eats traps?
perspective?
There's
Huh?
things in
Yeah.
this world.
You
Not
think
gonna
it's
be
from the
fishing
snake?
rod because you don't eat the fishing rod.
Aerith, as you say that, the snake leans forward and goes, "I do."
Well, yeah, he does do that. Yeah.
My gosh.
You're running out of time.
Oh,
Okay. So like, the part of fishing that you eat. So I don't want to say the bait.
Parasite.
Is it the hook? Is that it?
No, I don't think it would be the hook.
No.
Because they eat the hook and then the fish gets eaten. That's my guess. I don't know if y'all have one.
okay. Run it. Say that.
Okay. All right, fish hook.
The snake's gonna lean forwards and do a little look at you and go, "Yes."
Yo, what?
Wait, that's actually right.
And then he kind of slithers
No.
back a little and goes, "Very good."
I don't believe this. I think he's faking.
No, you
No.
solved it.
First,
Well done. Wow.
That was anticlimactic.
Yeah. So you get my most prized possession.
okay.
No, that was kind of lame.
It's
What's-
would you like it?
Yeah, I'd like it. Yeah.
As you say that, he kind of like slithers off the bench and just kind of sits next to it and goes, "Okay."
It's the bench.
It's
Is it?
is it the bench?
Is this just where you decide to perch for your area?
No, it's the bench.
The bench of what exactly? You'll have to forgive us. We're not from these parts, so you might have to go into detail a bit.
Oh no, I'm made of bone, and I'm also a snake. I don't own much in this world, but I own this bench, and well, now I guess you do.
Well, if that's all you have, I don't see how it would be right for us to take it from you.
Well, you passed the riddle.
No, because he's gonna eat us if we got it wrong. Ain't no way.
Baracus, please.
Is it comfortable?
Oh no, you please.
Can-
No,
can
no.
Aerith wants to try the bench out. Aerith is gonna go sit on it and see if it's comfortable.
No, I'm sitting on it. Oh, he's gonna eat us. Ain't no way. I'm right here.
Oh.
As you kind of, Aerith, are you gonna come sit on it too? Sorry, I can move him actually.
Oh, yeah, I guess he's closer, so I guess he gets there first. But yeah, I'm walking up to sit on
Yeah,
it.
you're good to go. You guys aren't in combat or anything. I just put the map so you could see kind of what's happening. And he's gonna go.
Yeah.
Is it comfy at least?
Comfy.
Is it what's it made of? Is it like wood? Is it like
Wood. It's a
stone?
wooden bench that
Looks
you
like
like
wood.
get like a table in an inn.
Oh, so you didn't get it at
I like it.
Waterborne?
Where'd you get this? This
He
is
did.
comfy.
I won it in
What,
a
the
riddle
riddle?
competition.
Ain't that something?
Hmm.
It was.
I might need to like crowdsource like better like prizes for riddles. Like this is a nice bench, like great as far as benches go, but like for risking death, like I feel like this is a bit not much.
I mean, you don't have to take it then.
The thing has.
Yeah.
I apologize. I don't mean the I don't mean
Guy.
to revenge.
Into a fan. Ain't no way in hell.
Okay.
However, seeing as we can't seeing as it would be ridiculous to take this bench along with us. I suppose we could give it back for a price.
Oh?
All he had was a bench. What are we gonna? He gave us his best thing. What are we gonna trade for this better?
And what
Hey, man.
what price is that? As he moves kind of over to look at you.
Just you've lived here. Information on the area. That's all we ask.
I actually have a better idea. What about one more riddle?
I don't know. Do we get eaten if we lose this? If we don't get this riddle?
A fantastic question.
This one is just for you. And they're looking at he's looking at Brockus and he goes, what once had 2 hands, then had 1, and one day might have 0?
Two hands, one hand, 0. Yeah, he's gonna say a clock.
He goes, very good guess. The answer was you. And then he's going to take a bite at your hand.
Hey, you know what?
14.
Bone Naga?
Wait.
Will a 14 hit?
I don't like that.
No. Yes, it does not.
What's your armor class? Holy
Like
shit.
15 or 16. This is pretty high.
Yeah, we're gonna roll into
15.
combat though, regardless.
Yeah,
This dude just
Okay,
took
I
a
knew-
bite at you. You have an armor class of 15. That's fucking wild because that was ooh, okay. Yeah, let me yeah, everyone
Yeah,
click on
I
your
was just gonna
character.
say,
and I was trying to be fucking nice. Ain't no way.
You guys were not being nice.
Who was not being nice? I was trying to give him
bite us.
You were
It
insulting
is on the
the
bench.
You were insulting the snake's bench in front of
Yeah,
him.
y'all
It
didn't
was
use it
now
all.
our bench.
You could have picked it up and walked away. Instead, y'all sat on it in front of him and started like deciding how you felt about this fucking bench.
Rolled so low.
It was our bench now.
It was our bench. Oh, perfect. Oh, Zahn wasn't ready.
Rolled how do you roll it before me?
Hold on 1 second. My computer's loading. Okay. All right, so initiative. All right, come on.
Gareth, great job solving that riddle, though. I'm impressed.
I didn't think that was gonna be right. I was just trying to come up with a decent guess. I just was hoping that we would get a hint on the third one, so I was trying to get a decent guess in that would like reveal something. I was kind of surprised I was right.
Fair.
I was also surprised you got it.
Yeah. Okay, is that everyone?
Wait, there it is. I was
Okay.
looking for it.
Paps is the original one. I just forgot to
Yeah.
get his character sheet.
Yeah, no
Gotcha.
worries. Okay, Geth and Baracus, will you each roll me a 1d10? You guys really
Hey, man,
look at these rolls, you guys. This is disgusting.
He can have it.
First.
No need. He can have it.
All right,
Not
Baracus is
mine.
last. Baracus is kind of reeling. He's like this
What
after the
fuck?
attack. But the very first one to go is in fact our little snaky snake friend here. And
Yeah, fuck 'em.
he is going to cast.
You better run.
He's gonna lean forwards and in common say some words, casting hold person on Baracus.
Yeah.
So there we go. So choose a humanoid that you see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed. So this is for Baracus. Baracus, will you make me a wisdom saving throw? The DC save, I believe. Let me double check that. It is a DC. So you need 12 or higher to save yourself. Yeah, that
Yeah.
won't do it. So you are now paralyzed. And at the beginning of each turn, you get to make a wisdom saving throw. And then after that, he is going to. No, that's it. That's his turn. He's gonna just kind of stare at you guys now after that. Wait, no, that's not accurate. Sorry. Ignore me. He is also going to. Nope, that's it. Okay. It is now Paf's turn.
Path is going to first. He's gonna move 30 feet. Oh, that's 20. Oh wait, maybe not 30 feet. Let me see what the range is. Oh yeah, he's gonna move 30 feet back, so 10 more feet. He's gonna move back there, and then he's gonna start yelling at the snake. He's gonna say, "You long what?"
This dude actually gets an attack of opportunity against him because he's large.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Path was 5 feet away.
Well,
So he's gonna take a bite attack at
Okay.
Path. A 12. Will a 12 hit?
oh, it doesn't. Haha, go Path.
Fucking dude, Path's a stud. Let's hear him insult the little bony dude now.
He's gonna say, "You're longer than you are wide, unlike
Damn.
myself. You don't even have any skin or muscle. You bony string of a creature."
Love it.
He's gonna yell that, and he's gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Let's see it.
Oh, so he has to make a DC 13 Wisdom save, or take 4 psychic damage and have a disadvantage on their next attack.
That'll
I can show the
pass.
spell description.
That'll pass with a 14.
Oh,
Dog didn't come to play around. Okay, that's good job, Path. Aerith, your turn. Unless, sorry, Pat, does
Okay.
Path have anything else? Sorry, my bad.
no, that'll be it.
Okay, Aerith, your turn. Sorry about that, B.
Okay. Okay. Quick question, like, cause it's like wrapped around like Baracus right now. Should I treat it as if it's still where it shows on the map?
It is not wrapped around Baracus. He took a bite attack at Baracus and missed, and then it
Oh,
whispered
okay.
something at Baracus, and Baracus went paralyzed.
Full
So
person.
he is exactly
okay.
where you see him on the map.
Okay. All right. I don't know if this will work, but I shall go to the opposite side of Baracus while never leaving his range to
Yep.
avoid the attack of opportunity.
Yep. That's allowed.
And I'm going to use Booming Blade. Gonna throw that in the chat, and then also do a scimitar attack. Will this be at an advantage on the other side of Baracus?
No, because he's paralyzed. You won't get the advantage.
That's
from
what I was worried about. Okay, yeah, but still, I still do a scimitar attack.
it. Okay. A 7 does not hit.
Hey, yo.
11. Oh, no, he doesn't get advantage.
No, because he's
Mhm.
paralyzed.
Never mind, sorry.
But 11 also doesn't
Yeah,
hit.
that's fine.
But yeah, no. So nothing. Anything else, Aerith?
No, that's all I got.
All right, Zon.
I would love some help.
Is it possible to reason, like talk to it still, or do we have to fight?
Oh
right now?
no.
He has spoken to you to this point, so I mean that's kind of you.
Yeah. Can I just yell, like, I'm really sorry about the idiots in our group. Is there anything we can do
Oh my god.
to
Andy.
show how serious our apology is? You guys are idiots. I'm not dying for this.
Well, we're gonna die if you don't attack it.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna punch a bone snake.
Punch,
You see,
punch.
now like that.
No, I
Does the
definitely.
snake respond?
It's not his turn.
Oh,
I mean, so yes,
Oh.
he seems to have heard you. I'll give you that. He does lift his head to you as you yell.
okay. Well, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna grab Baracus if I can, and I'm gonna try and drag him back to where I was.
Can I get
Back
a
here.
strength check real quick?
Yes. Strength saving.
Nope, just
or
straight
no, like
strength
the
check.
strength minimum.
Yeah, like on the far left, strength. Yeah, no, that's plenty.
Okay.
Yeah, you grab Baracus's shoulders and kind of start dragging him with his feet behind him, and the bone snake does take an attack at Baracus as he's driven away, as he dragged away. A 25, will that hit?
Wait.
That's
Yeah, it hit.
opportunity.
Dealing 9 piercing damage, and will you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
37.
Nah, bro. The fuck out of here.
He said he was gonna take your hands. I was just trying to help.
Yeah,
He
sorry,
died.
real quick. Yeah, that second roll is not correct. That is a mistake on my part. The attack does hit, dealing 9 piercing damage. I did mess up the second part, so don't worry too much about that. There will be poison damage. It is not that long. Dear God, nothing is. So
Okay.
I don't know why it did that. Holy shit, that's my bad. Yeah, 3d6 is what it does. So sorry about that. That could have been funny, right?
I'll cry.
Sorry.
So how do I-
One minute. Let me make sure I said it right. What did I just say, you guys? I'm so sorry. I really apologize that the snake looked like that. That was yeah, 3d6.
It's 3d6.
So you take 20 damage because you failed the poisoning. 20, yeah, so 9 plus the 11 poison damage. Yeah, and you are poisoned too.
Hey, yo, bro. All right.
Sorry, Baracus. I thought that we kind of thought that you just got like, slaughtered. Anywho, give me like literally 1 second because I'm making sure I didn't mess anything else up because that was a lot.
Outright kill him.
Yeah, that would have been rough. And I was like, that didn't seem right. Okay, I have it fixed now. The attack was actually at a 20, but nothing else changed. So you are still good. I do apologize again. He still would have hit, but yes. So you were dragged to where Zahn is. Wait, Zahn, how much movement do you have?
I have 40.
Okay, then yeah, you're solid. Sorry about that. My bad. That should be fixed now. Baracus, you are still paralyzed right now. And Zahn, did you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay, Geff, you're up.
Okay. I'm literally just gonna stand in between. I'm gonna stand on the other side of Marcus and cast
I'm gonna die.
quick cure wounds at level 2.
Okay.
Actually, just at level 1. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so yeah, Baracus, you get 10 health back.
There you go, Baracus.
And then I'm also going to turn around and I'm also going to shout at the Bone Naga. Please, you'll have to forgive our friends. We don't mean you any further trouble. We just simply wish to pass and be on our way.
Anything else?
Ass whooped.
Right. Baracus?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's also making
So
Yeah, you have to make a wisdom save. You're paralyzed unless you pass a wisdom save.
right.
Yeah, that'll pass. So at the end of your turn, you wake up and you are no longer paralyzed now, but your turn is over. But you are
That's
back
okay.
up and moving. The snake, will you? No. Yeah, the snake is now the snake's turn. He is going to turn around and look at Aerith and say, so do you still wish there were better prizes for my riddle?
Oh no, the bitch is awesome. Yeah, it's the best.
And he is going to cast.
Why can this fucking snake cast things?
I don't know, why is the snake made of bone alive and talking to you? He's gonna cast Shield of Faith on himself and then take a bite attack at Aerith.
Mm,
An
18 hits.
Lord.
Will you make a con save now as well? That
Yep.
looks like a much more reasonable damage.
Your mouse died. Oh, give me 1 sec. There you go. All right, Constitution save. An 8.
Okay, that's a fail. So you take 15 damage.
Aerith
And
is down.
okay, he's down.
what?
He has 14 health. So
Holy shit.
yeah, so you are unconscious and we'll have to start making wisdom or wisdom saving throws. No, that's not it. Throws, and with that, the snake is going to then slither to here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, past turn. Sorry.
All right. I recognize that we may not have gotten off on the right foot, Mr. Mr. Bone Snake, sir. But my friends, you see, meant no insult to your bench. It's the most glorious bench I've ever seen in my entire life. And I promise you that I'm a man of means, and I've never seen a better bench. We would love your bench, and we will take it. He'll say all of that to the snake, and then
Will you give me a persuasion check on that?
I won't.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? So yeah, he goes like this and leans back, and in his little bony face, he looks inquisitive. And that's what I'm gonna say because he is just reacting.
and he's going to say, I mean you no harm, and he's gonna cast Healing Word, which has a range of 60 feet somehow, on Aerith. He's gonna cast that at level 1, because that's what he has.
Nice. Yeah, Aerith, you are immediately healed and at 6 feet and are laying, or at 6 HP and are laying prone on the ground.
And then he's going to say, that's it. That's his turn. He said a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you're good. Aerith, you are up. You are currently laying prone and you have 6 HP. So you can add that back to your character. Colby?
I added it.
Oh, perfect. Sorry. Your screen shows you not there. Oh, there you are. Okay. Your turn, Aerith.
I guess I'm going to get up and I'm going to move away because we seem to be trying not to fight it. So I'm just going to move away as far as I can.
Look.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I moved there, and that is my turn.
Okay. Zon?
Zon is also going to go for it. Hold on, where is it? There. So Zon is going to apologize again and move there. And say we'll really just be on our way. And I guess ready a dodge. Can I do that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you take a dodge action. Basically, any attack against you is at disadvantage this turn.
Okay. Then that's what I'll do. And that's my turn.
All right, Geth?
Geth is actually going to step right there in front of Baracus. Actually, he's going to walk up next to Path. And he's going to reach over and tap Path on the shoulder and cast Guidance. And he's going to, again, turn towards the snake and say, we really don't mean to cause you any harm. And I apologize for my companions and the way they spoke so disrespectfully about your bench. We just wish for passage through here, and that'll be it.
Okay. Baracus.
Man. All right, man. I want my get back, bro. That's fine. 5, 10, 15. Wait, that's 20, 25, 30. Actually, 30 right here.
Okay.
I'm not saying any.
Do you have any actions or anything?
I'm going to ready. I'm going to ready my whatchamacallit. Well, actually, no. Here's what I'm sorry. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because y'all are being nice, and I'm upset because I almost died. But I'm going to do this, and I'm going to ready that attack in this direction.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, the snake is
Not
gonna
at all.
kind of lean back on itself a little bit and look at Geth and Path and go, so it is a nice bench.
No, of course, there was no question about it in the first place. My companions are just a little bit rude sometimes.
And you do want it? It's a nice prize for getting my riddle.
Of course, it's a nice prize.
Yes.
Do we want it? Well, we don't really exactly have the carrying capacity on us to take such a nice bench.
No, we do. Zon, Aerith, would you please grab the bench, and we'll be on our way. We can carry the bench. We'll be on our way with the bench.
It's a very nice bench. It's a very good prize.
It is. That was never in question.
The bench and your lives, I think, very fair prize.
Very fair prize.
Very.
Can you leave my space, please? I believe I'm in search of a new bench.
Of course. If we find a bench, we will try and bring it to you when we can.
Don't.
Okay.
And with that, the snake begins to slither off into the trees away from you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Half is gonna take a punch attack of opportunity. I'm just kidding.
do it. Do it, Path.
Out of here.
Yeah, with that, you guys are no longer in combat and you are free to do what you guys would like to do. Anything you guys want to do here? With two of you carrying the bench, you don't need a strength check. It's not very heavy, actually. Surprisingly light for being a full bench. And it holds 3 people. So solid bench all around. And now you guys have a bench. So will you, Zon, add bench to your character sheet?
How much weight?
It's a
I think
22-pound bench.
I do think we should carry it for at least a couple miles until we are safely away from the snake, and as to not insult it.
Well, I believe the Chateau Monix.
He's gonna say that.
Such a nice
2
bench.
pounds.
22 pounds.
What was that, Geth?
Chateau Monix might appreciate a nice new bench. Surely we can carry it with your help all the way there.
I do want to note, you guys, it's not actually that nice a bench.
Well, I assume
It's just a wooden bench.
it's a bench
I know
for
it.
a dead snake guy that apparently can cast spells. I wasn't expecting it to be
Yeah.
like throne or anything.
Dude's wildin'. Is there anything else you guys want to do in this area before you continue on the rest of your day?
Geth is gonna walk up behind Aerith and slap him on the back of the head and cast Cure Wounds.
We'll see it. I do like that you chose to slap with that.
You get 5 more healing.
It,
Aerith.
I just nearly got killed by a snake and you're hitting me?
No.
That's what you get for running your mouth.
It's true.
I already got bitten by a bone snake. Is that not enough for you?
Nope.
He did heroically get bit by a bone snake there.
Heroically.
That was
Bravely.
Everyone else walked away and the thing turned around and said, "Oh, you're my only prey. I guess I have to attack you."
Can we talk about where this dude accidentally dealt 46 damage to Baracus because I fucked up?
Bro, I thought that was
killed Aerith on
Like-
the spot.
Aerith would have burst into like dust if he got hit with 46 damage. Baracus would have died like a very like it was a good death, right? But Aerith just disappears at 46 damage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, with
Oh my
your new bench in tow, you kind of begin the rest of your day probably more confused than anything else, but you make it the remaining 14 miles to go a total of 16 miles today. So great job, you guys. And at the end of your day, as you kind of set up camp for the night, and kind of you notice that you're like you've been following the mountains on kind of your left side as you walk the entire time, and you kind of get to a place where the mountains curve a little bit. You've made it around this kind of range, and you're kind of turning around the mountain pass. But besides that, you guys sleep for the night. Everyone completes a long rest, and you wake up the next morning. And Zon, will you give me a 1d10 plus 8? Because you wake up to an oh nope. Yes, yeah. You wake up to a very nice day.
Nice. Let's go nice.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, you guys spend all day. Well, yes, it is walking. It's not your best day ever. Definitely not your worst day either. But you continue walking. You walk 9 miles. Okay. Yeah. Agreed. So yeah, you guys go to sleep, wake up the next day, and will one of you give me a survival check? Because you wake up to dense fog. Again.
Hey, run that again, guy.
Yeah, Geth, you got it.
Oh, survival?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was doing something. Okay.
Okay. And then Geth, will you, or not Geth, sorry, after that, Aerith, will you roll me a 1d4 and then a d6 plus 4? Cool. Yeah, you guys continue on the path led. This time, Aerith is very confident he remembered which way the path was, in which case he did not, unfortunately. And you kind of take a due east for 5 miles before saying, you know, this is enough today, too much fog. And you go to sleep and you wake up the next day to an extremely, extremely hot day. Like the temperatures are well over 100 degrees. And will you guys give me a 1d10 plus 8? Sorry, this will be Baracus, 1d10 plus 8.
1d10 plus 8. Let's get it. All right, 15. Let's get it.
Yeah, the day is great. You make great mileage. You make a solid 15 miles today. And you go to sleep, wake up the next day. And honestly, at this point, if one of you just wants to keep rolling, you guys are going to kind of keep some movement going for a little bit. But you wake up the next morning to heavy rain. Why don't you guys just choose one person to roll for you? And will you roll me a d6 plus 4?
Oh, my bad.
No, actually, you know what? No, you d6 plus 4.
Yeah. Hold on. All right. 8.
Okay. Yeah, it's a heavy day of rain, so you kind of struggle to move. As you guys are walking, sorry, as you guys are walking, will one of you give me a perception check? Brock, is probably you, as you're leading the group.
Okay. 15. Come on. All right, here we go.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a normal day. You make your mileage, and you wake up the next day to perfectly good weather. Will you roll me a 1d10 plus 8?
Mhm.
How far did they just make it?
13.
8 miles the day before, and then you go 13 today. Okay. And you go to sleep, wake up the next day. Will you give me another one? You kind of, the next day is also a nice day. $17. Yeah. I think,
Yeah.
I don't know what hit
Half.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, half today when you guys when you wake up and you guys kind of start getting on the way and Path starts looking around. He says, I think we might be getting near one of my favorite places on Earth. There's a little inn somewhere out here. I'm not sure. I believe it's on the path. But I vote that we should stop there tonight because I think we might get there tonight, maybe tomorrow. But this area looks very familiar to me. We're still a ways from Chateau Monix, but I think a night in an inn might do us all well.
Let's do it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you guys you can go for it, Hank. Finish up the day.
Yeah, so you guys kind of get started today and you're walking through these woods that kind of start getting a little bit denser again. You kind of left the woods, came back into the woods, circled around this mountain, and then all of a sudden you're like on a road. You make it to a road at some point, and when I say by road, by this kind of like gravelly, this looks in some way like someone spent the time to make sure this was a road. This is the first time you've seen anything close to a real road since you've been here. And kind of in the as the sun starts going down, Path is going to insist that you guys kind of walk a little bit further. And at the end of the day, what's going to be about 6 or 7 p.m., the sun has started going down. B, will you take over and tell them what they see?
Yeah, you guys walk into you walk up to, so the forest has been a little less dense, but then you notice you're walking kind of up toward you see a new mountain range kind of appear in front of you. You guys are all looking at the Vikna map, I believe. So you're seeing this mountain range over here and this one. So you're kind of walking into this big valley, and the trees begin to get a little bit more dense, and nestled very, very cozily underneath a grouping of trees is a large log cabin type building. And you'll see lights on the inside. You're kind of moving up in elevation at this point as well, so it's cooling down in the nights, and there's a little chill outside. But you walk up to this beautiful large log cabin. It looks fairly new. With warm lights on the inside. And Path is going to tell you all, this is the Abyss, one of my favorite place on planet Earth. It's a fantastic inn, and I think if you listen, you might be able to hear the festivities starting for the night. Actually, does anybody know the date? Path is going to ask. Does anybody have any idea what the date is?
Hey man, these days blended. I know. Hold you.
Yeah, you would have known if it wasn't for that, right?
All right, very well. Let's make our way in. Are you all I guess good with that?
What
Gonna head into the inn.
What does the outside of the inn look like exactly?
Yeah, it's kind of it looks like just a large house, like a manor maybe. It's a big log cabin construction. The front, there's a kind of a porch out front. big wooden log pillars and chairs out front. You can actually see a couple of people out there smoking. They have pipes and they're smoking, and they have a couple drinks. It's well lit on the inside, but there's kind of these frosted glass windows, so you can't really see inside, but it's lit. Is there something specific you're looking for?
No, I was just trying to see what it looked like on the outside to kind of see what the vibe was like.
You hear music and you hear cheering and dancing and laughing and such coming from the inside as you approach.
Okay. In that case, yeah, Geth will follow behind Path.
Okay. Let's take 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab another beer.
All right.
How you doing?
Good. I'm worried.
About this thing?
Yeah. I don't fucking trust Path. I don't trust the places he likes.
How do you feel about your big snaky boy?
I wasn't too worried about the fight with him, to be honest.
Until he dealt 46 damage.
Well, yeah.
My bad on that one again.
That was a big mess
That
up.
was he should have dealt 18, which is still a shit ton.
But he not 3 times that.
Or 20. Sorry, he dealt 20,
Was-
which is a ton, but not 46.
I assume because he's made of bones, he's an undead.
Mhm.
And clerics have that channel divinity turn undead.
Yeah, he's too high of a CR for what level cleric you are. It only works to a CR 1/2, I think, for the first one, maybe 1 for the first level. It goes higher CR creatures as you get older, higher level.
It doesn't say that here.
I'm like 99% certain because I also had, unless I'm thinking about something like very specific different, because I also played a cleric and I remember the turn undead is only a certain CR, I thought.
Oh, that's destroy undead.
Oh, that's what I had. Never mind.
Turn undead just makes them run away from me.
Yep. They just can't move towards you, right?
Right. Well, it has to spend its action running as far away as possible from me.
Mhm.
So whatever.
Yeah, you could have used your channel divinity for that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of that destroying undead. That is
No,
one
you're
of the
good, you're
certain
good.
CRs.
But now I'm excited for destroy undead.
Well, you didn't use it.
Well, I don't have it.
No, I was talking about the turn undead you didn't use.
Oh, I was gonna use that if things got like worse.
Worse than Aerith getting downed and
Which time?
what'd you say?
Which
And-
time?
All of the times.
Roll better on your hit die.
Yeah,
No, bro. I didn't deserve it. Ain't no way.
dude, I feel so
hey,
shitty
Hank.
that we all thought for a minute that Baracus was straight up dead. I feel so bad for that.
That happened too many times.
I was even
I
saying
thought
to Marshall. I talked to Marshall. I was like, it's crazy that no one's died in this campaign. And then I remembered that Christian died twice in the first 3 sessions. And then since then, 14 sessions without anyone's death. But my brain had forgotten about Virox and Rakimi. So we can't have that happen again.
We've only forgotten about them because Baracus is such an integral part of the group and a great character.
Agreed.
Damn right.
I like that we killed 2 of Christian's characters, so then we gave him flying boots, and now he's invincible.
Apparently not my bone dog almost knocked his ass out.
That's true. Know what he wouldn't
Yeah,
be able to do?
that's
Hit him
true.
if he was flying.
You're so right.
Hey, Hank.
Yep.
Are you good with what I messaged you earlier?
Yes, I am very much so. I
Cool.
I think that makes the sense. It was, 100%.
Cool, I got it. All right, you guys ready?
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you're gonna walk up. The couple of people on the porch don't really pay you any mind. They're just gonna continue their conversation. They seem very deep in conversation. Thanks, Aerith. Yeah, they were very deep in conversation. I'm sure if you've ever been to a bar or a party or something and seen the smokers outside, they're really invested. Yeah, so you walk in, and you're immediately met with kind of a wave of warmth. This is a very warm room, but you're gonna walk in and see, to your right there's a bar. This kind of log cabin interior. It looks on the inside what you would expect out of a log cabin. There are probably a couple dozen people in here, all singing songs, and yeah, you walk in kind of in the middle of a sea shanty type thing where everybody's singing along. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, and it seems like in a lot of bars when you guys have walked in up to now in your trip to Vikna, everybody has noticed you walk in and they kind of turn and notice you. That's not the case here. You walk in, nobody blinks. They continue about their singing and shouting. Yeah, and you notice there's a large pipework organ sitting kind of in the back of the room. There are 3 long tables where everybody's singing and dancing. And throughout this whole bar, there's the entire room, there's this strange pipe working. Not like anything you've ever seen before. That you don't have any engineering like this in Nairn. You've seen pipes before, but this is like really intricate and elaborate pipe work that runs through this entire bar. And so, yeah, you walk in kind of as they're finishing up this song. Everybody cheers and takes a drink, and then the conversations kind of pick back up. And so you're in a room now filled with lots of people. There's a bar over to your right that's staffed by a small tiefling woman, and yeah, there are tons of people in the room. And at this point, actually, Path is going to look like he recognizes somebody, and he's going to say, why don't you all go get yourselves a drink? I'm going to go talk to my friend over here. I'll meet back up with you in a bit. And he's going to go off and kind of leave you guys standing there at the door.
All right, Brock's going to get something to drink.
Cool. Yeah, you're going to walk up to the bar, and a very small tiefling woman is manning the bar, and she's going to welcome you. She's going to say, hello. It's not often that I see another tiefling.
I was going to
welcome
say
to the abyss. Yeah, what brings you in on this glorious day of the night?
I'm thirsty. So if you can help me out.
Absolutely. We have ales from all over Vikna. Here, I will serve you up my favorite, which is it's a local to Hessen. It's a Hessen ale, and I can start you I can start you a tab. I see you have a group with you, so we can just put it on that if you'd like.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah, very well. All right, and she'll run off, and you'll notice on the back wall there are dozens of barrels that have taps on them, and so she goes back to one of those and taps, fills a mug, and brings it over to you. She'll say, I'm intrigued. Where are you from? Like I said, I don't see many tieflings. Running an inn, I might see one occasionally, but I love to learn their stories. Where are you from?
Well, obviously I'm not from around here. I honestly I haven't really had a place to call home. After my parents died, I just roamed from city to city all over, and I was with a person who I call my master, and friend for about 2 years, I guess, and he ended up um, being murdered. So um, now I'm traveling with my new friends, as you can see. It's not been a very exciting journey, I'm sorry to say.
Not very exciting. You all look a little worse for wear. But alas, yeah, I can offer you all a place to stay. We have several rooms available tonight as well. If you'd like one.
Um, I think we'll take a couple. How much?
Yeah. I'll put it on your tab. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes. And I've been rude. My name is Zahala.
Zah-
I, yes, I am a co-owner of this fine establishment. Do your friends want anything to drink? And she'll kind of look back and toward your friends, the rest of you.
If you pour them up something, I'll bring them to them.
Yeah, she'll pour up the same thing she gave to you, and she'll hand them to you and tell them, don't be shy, feel free to mingle. This is a great holiday, and we'd all love to celebrate together, so have fun.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yes. And she'll hand you the drinks.
All right, I'm gonna go see my friends. See what y'all up to.
What are y'all up to?
Aerith is just gonna start downing that drink as soon as he can. Aerith has had to face his mortality a lot more times than he's comfortable with.
Yeah, that's fair. And you'll notice it's pretty good. It's not as good as old Redbeard's mead, but it's pretty good.
Redbeards.
Geth is going to look around and see if there are any shady characters that kind of like stick out, whether they're like not enjoying the party or if they look like they don't belong, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, so you look around and you notice almost immediately there is a dark elf who seems to be kind of I don't know. He looks like he's kind of scanning the room as well. He's trying to assess what's going on, just like you. And so he's not joining in the festivities like everybody else. But he's sitting over near, there's a game of cards occurring at one of the tables. Not cards, it's like a dice game occurring at one of the tables. And he's kind of sitting near that, looking around suspiciously. And you'll notice, has a lute in hand. Also, while you're scanning the room, you notice that Path has gone, and he's talking to a dwarf, and they seem to be enjoying a lively conversation.
Yeah, at the moment I'm just taking notes.
I can kind of give you a rundown of some of the characters in the room if you'd like just the ones that seem to stick out a little bit more than others, maybe.
Yeah, run them.
Sure, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so you noticed originally behind the bar there's Zahala. You know her as your tiefling. You'll see coming in and out of a room over next to the bar carrying plates of food is a very large man, like jacked, and he's wearing an apron with no shirt on underneath and some torn trousers. And he looks kind of elf-like, but he's huge. Then you'll notice there's a table where a lot of the commotion is coming from, where dice rolls seem to be happening and people are yelling. And there's a female dwarf sitting at that table. Then sitting around that table right now, there are two halflings that look very similar to young female halflings. There is a half orc sitting at that table as well. So the three of them are kind of sitting around playing this dice game with the female dwarf, and they're yelling. You'll notice at one table there's a group of four. They seem to be soldiers. They're all wearing the same uniform, and they're laughing and kind of talking amongst themselves. They don't seem to be talking to anybody else really. And then you'll notice sitting and talking with the dwarf, or he just joined the conversation with the dwarf, and Path is a Dragonborn. Very large Dragonborn man.
Color.
All right then.
And those are the more notable characters. There are also various other people who are kind of wandering about, but those are the more notable ones.
I'm gonna go over to that dice game.
Geth is actually gonna follow Baracus.
Aerith's gonna put down his empty drink and also follow.
As they're walking, Geth is just
Zon.
gonna hand Aerith his drink.
And Aerith will start to down that one as well.
Or Aerith.
Zon, what are you thinking?
Zon will carry his drink over to the dice as well.
Cool.
I do just kind of want to like point it out. Geth will be intermittently checking on Path's location. Just to kind of keep an eye on him in this place.
Okay.
Come on,
Yeah,
man,
sure.
Expected.
Yeah, so you guys will walk up to this table where the dice game is happening. And as you do, can Geth, can you give a perception check?
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good roll.
Yeah, easily. You notice actually that the female dwarf, who seems to be kind of the dealer at this table, is wearing an amulet that has the symbol to Tamora on it.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited.
Ladies, what we doing? What we doing over here? What's going on?
The female dwarf will speak up and say, well, we're playing quite a lively game of Avandra's favor if you guys want to sit in.
I heard you from over there. I heard you. What y'all playing?
It's a dice game. Avandra's favor. Come, sit. We'll show you around to show you how it goes.
Geth is, as they go to sit down, Geth is gonna pull his necklace out without a word and just kind of like let it hang on his chest, actually visible this time.
She's going to look up to you and be like, so there is good luck in the house tonight. And what a good night to have it too. You guys in to celebrate the holiday, I imagine. And you'll notice she's kind of like shaking some dice up in her hands.
Wait, what is she-
If you're here to celebrate the holiday.
Oh.
If it means drinking it, then I am.
Well, if there's anything the day of the night means, this means drinking until dawn, doesn't it? Okay, so here's how Vandra's favor works. She'll hold up 2 dice in her hand. She said you roll 2 dice, 2d6 dice. If their numbers add up to a 7 or a 12, you will win. However, if you lose, you can double your bet and add a 1d6 to the total.
Oh,
Trying to get to 11.
7 or 12.
okay.
Here, we'll show you
So-
a practice round, and she'll look over to it's the halflings and the dwarf that are playing, correct?
The halflings and the half orc.
Yeah, so
The dwarf is talking to Path.
Yeah, okay, so she's gonna say okay, and she'll look at one of the halflings and be like, why don't you roll for me 2d6, and hands her the dice. That person lays down 1 silver coin, right? And
All right.
then takes the dice and rolls them, rolling I'm illiterate, rolling a 6 and a 5. And Avandra takes reaches forwards and takes the coin and looks at it and says, unless you want to double down your bet. And this is to one of the halflings. B, if you want to respond. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Just yeah. I'll double it down. She'll throw another gold piece down.
Silver.
She had one gold piece. Oh, silver piece. Sorry, she'll throw
Yep.
another silver piece down.
Perfect. Then roll me 1d6, please.
All right. Let's roll a one. Roll a one. Is that right? Or is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Shame.
Okay.
And she takes the 2 silver coins, throws them in a small pouch, closes it up, and said, "Whose bets are next?"
Me.
You? Perfect. Why don't you place your bet and then roll me 2d6?
Geth would also like to join in.
Mm-hmm. 3 silver. We love it.
Geth is going to do 5 silver.
Okay, why don't you 2 each roll me 2d6
Should we roll separately, or can we just?
separately? Oh, a 6. A shame.
There's one.
And a 10.
And
However, you can double down. Is that you doubling down, Baracus?
It sure is.
Oh no.
And you?
Geth is also going to do it.
Perfect. Why don't you each roll me 1 more d6?
No.
Baracus, that's going to be a 10, and she'll reach over and take your 6 silver and put it in her pocket. And that is I believe you broke there, and takes your silver and puts it away
That's just one.
and says, now why don't we up the ante a little bit? I'll
with
pay
it.
out
Let's do it.
double if you get it right.
Huh?
Geth is going to pull out the bag of sand and place it down on the table next to him.
And what is this?
Just a little good luck charm.
She's gonna look at
that's
you.
dirt. The halfling next to you is gonna point at it and say that.
Amazing.
Geth is gonna hold up a finger like way too close to his face and gonna go, it's sand.
And Aerith wants to know if he can join in this round.
Of course. But
Right.
I believe, okay, we got 5 silver from Baracus, a bag of sand.
No, he's not betting.
Oh, okay.
He's betting 1 gold. He's just bringing
Perfect.
the sand for.
Now, why
On.
don't each of you roll me 2d6? You can roll 2d6 by typing it in /r.
Rock-
Yeah.
Death, and he matches
You can roll-
death.
Sorry, that's
Sorry. My bad.
an
I
11.
I matches Geth. Here we go.
And a 6,
Ooh.
and another 6. And then Zon, can we see yours as well?
Can be loading.
Make sure you guys are taking these off your character sheet as you do them too. So that's 4 losses. However, you can each double down, roll again, and I will pay out twice what you bet. So the win, if you bet 1 gold, is 3.
Adding 1 more gold into the pot so I can get myself that extra d6 for that roll. On 6,
Baracus, that is a 14.
8, damn it.
Geth, an 8.
Damn it.
Aerith, Zon, you doubling down. Zon is Aerith.
Eric,
Nah, Aerith's not going to.
we got an 11. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
You need
Do
6 or
do it.
12.
Do it.
Or 7 and 12.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
D6.
1d6.
I'll do it.
And nobody wins. And she will take all of the money.
Oh, wait. Zon, did you
Oh,
roll?
Oh, Zon
It
does
looks
win.
like
Sorry,
Zon rolled a
sorry.
12.
Yep. Apologies, Zon.
Zon wins.
So Zon, she's gonna take all the money, including yours, put it in a thing, and then pull out 6 gold coins and push them to you. So you can add 6 gold to yours and say, now I think you guys understand the game. Anyone want to raise the bets a little higher?
Oh, no, that's too rich for my blood. I keep losing. I don't like this at all.
Hey, Dragonborn, you want to buy me a drink? Yeah.
Okay, what's
No.
his on?
Thank you.
Oh.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Geth
Aw.
will say again. He's gonna pick up the
You
bag
can
of
buy
sand,
me one.
kiss it, and say tomorrow, I require your assistance. And he's gonna bet 2 gold.
Well, let's see if Our Lady listens then. Who's all in this round besides the follower here?
I'm in.
Oh, one
The
more.
little halfling girl. The little
Perfect.
halfling girl is going to throw down a gold piece as well.
Okay.
More gold to double it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Geth put 2 gold down and is making another. Oh, Aerith's in. Zahn is in.
Oh, hang on.
Geth, that's another loss. She takes your gold from you. Aerith, a 5. You need a 2 or a 7 to. Are you willing to bet another gold piece?
I am.
And Brendan, you're gonna roll for the halfling girl for me.
Yeah, I didn't want to confuse it.
Baracus, not quite. And that's an 11.
7 or 12.
You need a 12. And Aerith, a 10 won't win it, so you lose. She takes your money. Zahn, a 12 wins
Zahn won
again.
again.
Let's go, Zahn.
And Zahn, once again, she's gonna take the 2 gold you put in, and this time she's only gonna hand you 4 back. And she said, "I didn't promise double this time, did I?" But you still have another add 4 gold from that. Everyone else lost. Brendan at 6. Are you gonna double down with this halfling?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, whoops.
Oh, that is 12.
Hey.
And she's gonna take the 2 gold and hand you 4 gold back. And then she says, next round's a very special round. 5 gold buy-in pays out 3 times. You place a 5 gold bet and you land, 15 is the payout. You double down 30. 5 gold for anyone that wants to come in. Just type in 5 gold if you're in. 5 gold, 5 gold. And make sure you guys are taking these off your character sheet as you do it so you don't get confused.
No, this is fun. I love betting.
The other halfling that hasn't played is also going to put 5 gold in, as well as the dwarf is going to put 5 gold in.
Half orc.
What?
Half orc.
Yeah, sorry. So first off, let's slow down a little bit, you guys. There's a lot happening in the chat. Baracus, you rolled a 3 and a 5, so that's an 8, won't land. Aerith, a 4 and
A 3.
a 3 is a 7, and that does land. So she's going to take your 5 gold and give you 15 gold back. And then she's going to look into over to Baracus and be like, do you want to roll again? Okay, Zahn, and that's a 4. So you did not win unless you want to play again.
Need a 4.
And Geth, you have a 9, so you can re-roll again if you want to add another 5 gold in.
Yes.
All right. Give me 4.
Nope. Nope. And Zahn, you need a 3.
It's 5 gold to get in again.
Yep, another 5 gold. Because she's at 5 gold minimum.
That's gross.
And you'll notice the other ones who play also lose. So close. She's gonna take everyone's money from that round and say, well, only one of you was lucky, but I think we can keep going. 10 gold minimum for anyone who wants to come in. Payout is still 3 times.
No, I'm out of here.
At this point, the door is going to swing open. Very, very quickly, the door to the front, and a very frantic human who's dressed in. You'd recognize them as kind of druid armor, cloak. She's going to run in and she's going to say, "Oh shit, Hank, what was that thing called?"
Ooh, yeah.
Say, help. Hey, who wants to go on a very quick insert name here hunt with me? Just very, very quickly. We need more syrup for our famous lemon drops, and we need I need a fellow hunter to come with me. And she's gonna scan the room. The short little halfling girl that was sitting at the table is going to raise her hand and go, ooh, me. And the druid is going to kind of look over her. And she's going to say, you, and point at Aerith. Say, join me for an ettercap hunt, would you please?
Aerith's just gonna hiccup and be like, what? What is that?
Come with me. we hunt these things, and we gather syrup from them for our lemon drops. And Zahala let me know that we were running low, so I need to go on a quick Ettercap hunt. Will you join me?
Will you buy me a drink?
Yes, I'll get you a lemon drop with fresh syrup from our newly killed Ettercap.
Okay.
Cool.
And I wave bye, and I go
Yeah,
and I
and
start
so
walking.
she's gonna kind of grab you, and you're both going to rush out the door.
I'm gonna, as he's like heading out, I'm just gonna quickly tap him on the shoulder and give him the blessing of the trickster. It only lasts an hour, but yeah,
In case.
in case.
Aerith, will you give me a survival check?
Boom.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, Aerith's gone. At this point, we're gonna flash to the three of you sitting at the table. Are you buying into sorry.
Oh yeah, the 10 gold minimum. Anyone want to buy into the 10 gold minimum? Geth is in.
Yeah.
Zon, Baracus, 10 gold minimum.
Wait, well, hold on. I mean, he's still supposed to be paying us, so I guess it wouldn't be a total loss. But
This
that's
is
the thing.
purely for gambling.
It's a 3 times payout, my friend.
Well, you know what? Why not? Why not?
Roll me 2d6, Geth.
Did I already put
Zon, are you in?
Oh, come
Yes,
on, Dragonborn,
Zon.
do it.
Let's do it. 8 fails. A 6 fails.
That's good and bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a 4 fails, but you can double down each of you.
Yeah, man, she not. Yeah.
Geth, have you landed?
Yeah.
yet?
Nope.
Wait,
There's
Winnie?
something left over here.
I know it sucks.
I'm not doing.
Nope.
No, I'm
Nope.
not doing it.
Zon, not doubling. Are you doubling down, Zon?
No, I'm out.
Baracus?
Nah, man. I'm not giving her 20 gold. She can kiss my ass.
And
She's gonna grab all the
the
coins.
half orc at this point, who's been sitting there silently, is going to throw down. He's gonna pull out a pouch of gold and throw it down.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see it.
So she's gonna kind of stop for a second and be like, are you sure?
It's the will of Malchus. Malchus won't set me in the wrong path.
Yeah, I step
Let's
back.
see it.
Geth is gonna look at him out of the corner of his eye.
Oh man, I'm out of there.
And then she goes, well, let's just see if this is Malchus's game, Tamora's, or someone else's then. Why don't you roll for me 2d6?
I'm gonna throw 10 gold in.
And she goes, the bet seems to be 20.
Malchus has never led me wrong before.
She's gonna look back and then look at and just kind of like stare at Geth, waiting for Geth's roll.
Geth is gonna pick up the bag and say it again. Say, Tamora, please.
She is then going to grab Geth's 20 and move it to the other guy and say, good job. I guess Malchus's favor was a bit more than Tamora's.
Just gonna clap and say Tamora wins
Indeed.
no matter winner or loser in a game of chance.
True.
And the half orc is gonna kind of pat Geth on the shoulder. Can I buy you a drink, friend?
I would love nothing more.
Fantastic. He's gonna Zahala. Would you bring us a couple of the Eldem ales? Those are my favorites. You'll see.
Also, while this happens, a Dragonborn is actually going to come up to Zon and kind of just like tug on your sleeves on and go, conversation.
Yeah, so I'll take his drink and go over.
Okay. There you go, B. You can decide which of these 4 things is going to happen first.
Let's flip back to Aerith real quick. Aerith, you, as soon as you were dragged out of this, out of the bar, you're sprinting to keep up with this woman, and she's like absolutely taken off in a dead sprint. and you run through the woods, and then all of a sudden she's going to reach her arm out, kind of like like your mom does in the car if you slam on the brakes. She's like stopping the passenger seat, keep you from flying out the window.
Mhm.
That thing, she's gonna do that to you and like slam you in the chest. It knocks the wind out of you. You're like, she's gonna say shh, and then like kind of crouch you down. You're in no control, basically. You're essentially a puppet at this point. She's moving you with such speed and like power. And you're crouched down, and you see in front of you an ettercap. And an ettercap, in case you don't know, which you don't, is a gray kind of bulbous. It looks kind of like Mike Wazowski, but it's like a gray, purple, gross, slimy thing. And it's got like a bulbous body and then these skinny, lanky arms. She's gonna say, "There it is. Doesn't that look delicious?"
Is it alcohol?
It will be, yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. Why don't you take the first shot? Let's see what you've got.
Okay.
And yeah, just go ahead and give me a bow shot.
Bow shot. Okay. Is it at advantage?
Give me 1 second. No, it's not an advantage. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you can add your sneak bonus though. It doesn't see you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and add that.
Slash roll 1. Oh, slash roll 1, 2, 6. Cool.
Solid roll, Colby.
Cool. Yeah, you pretty solidly hit this thing, and you hit it kind of right, and it's like it doesn't really have a neck, but in its neck area, it's shaped kind of like an egg. So where you would assume a neck would be relative to its head, you hit it, and you deal 13 damage, and it turns and lets out a shriek, like a really gross sounding shriek, and it looks at you, and it's like lifting up its arms to start charging you. And before this thing even takes a step, Nyla shoots 3 arrows directly, 1 in each eye, and then 1 right in its gut to finish it off, and it falls dead. I mean, it didn't even have a chance to move, and she shot 3 arrows. She say, "Fantastic, great shot. Now let's grab it and head back, and we'll make some lemon drops."
Let's go.
And and so yeah, you guys
Can I recover my
you
arrow?
grab it. What? Yeah,
All right.
go for it.
Okay, awesome. All right, do I need to roll?
Yeah, no, it didn't break. This
Okay.
thing is soft and pudgy. Yeah, and she's gonna ask, "So what is your story?" I'm sorry, I grabbed you while rushing out. But what is your story?
Me and my companions were escorting someone to Chateau Monix.
Ooh, fascinating.
Mhm.
I haven't been up there in a bit.
Oh,
Interesting place.
Oh, is it? I have yet to be there at all. It'll be my first time going
Yeah.
there.
Well, it's a nice little old mining town. There's lots of dwarves and lots of humans, and they know how to throw a party. It's a good time. It can be.
How good is the stuff we're gonna make out of this guy? I've never had it.
Oh, it's fantastic. Ettercap syrup, beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, you guys are gonna drag that back. Do you have any questions specifically you want to ask her before we move on? Just kind of make small talk, but.
Or has anything interesting been happening in the area as of late?
Oh, great question. Give me 1 second. Oh shit, where is it? Yeah. Yes, Hank. Okay, there we go. Oh, interesting. Interestingly enough, yes. I've heard word that actually in Chateau, they've had a bit of a vampire infestation.
Oh.
Like I said, I haven't been up there recently, but we have a number of travelers come through the inn. And I've heard that there's been a bit of a problem with vampires up there. So
Oh,
you should probably take care.
I will do my best. I never have taken kindly to having my blood sucked.
Ah. Well, that makes one of us.
Oh.
And we will flip to
On that note.
Oh,
where else? Zon. Why don't we flip over to Zon?
Yeah, Zon, this like Dragonborn comes up to you, and you'll notice this Dragonborn is like, even for a Dragonborn, which is saying something, this dude is jacked, right? Like absolutely jacked. And he just kind of reaches a hand out to you and says, Rogar.
On.
So where are you from?
hell.
Not from here. What about you?
Same. About as far from here as you can be, but I've worked for a while, or used to work over in Yurg.
In Yurg. What did you do there?
Sherpad.
You took people to the volcanoes?
I did.
What was that like?
Dusty. Lots of insects, and then hot.
If someone wanted to go there, what would you say?
I'd say take a Sherpa.
Man, we're really short-winded. Where can I find one?
Yurg mostly.
Oh my gosh. Do you know anybody?
Yes.
Wow, it's been really great chatting with you. I'm so
Zon,
excited.
Zon,
but
I
I'm gonna
have
get
to,
back.
Zon, I have to ask you, what's your favorite food?
Uh, D&D food.
No, any food is fine.
Lemon berry.
Is what?
Lemon bars.
Do you use egg in your lemon bars?
Yes.
I actually make this soy substitute myself. Have you ever heard of a thing as a vegan?
Oh.
Same.
I wasn't expecting you, the biggest person in here to
Well, I'm not that big. But...
be a.
William.
Oh, well,
Oh.
sorry about that. There are surgeries.
He goes, well, anyway, veganism pretty good, but Sherpain, not as good. Pays well. They've made lots of money. Lots of money. Can I buy you a drink, Zon?
Yeah, sure.
Your scales are very have you ever seen an artichoke? They overlap nicely.
Wow. Thank you so much. Artichokes must be highly regarded in the vegan community.
Yes. I'm gonna get you a drink from the bar. Would you like to come with, or would you like to wait here?
I think I'll just hit up the bathroom really quick.
That's fair. I'll get you an ale then.
Oh my god.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Of course. And he's gonna turn and walk to the bar, just holding his hands like this the entire time.
And I'm gonna check for windows in the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right. Baracus,
Yeah.
what were you up to at this point? You were kind of left at the table. You and Geth were. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just I was just milling around, just looking around, seeing if I could find somebody to talk to. Basically, I mean, I'm sad, man. I lost a lot of money.
Not as much as Geth
Oh.
lost.
You did lose a lot of money.
Like,
The little
it was a lot.
halfling next to you is gonna be like, "Hey, yeah, can I buy you a drink? I also lost a lot of money. Not a lot of winning rolls there. I think she might be cheating."
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because I shouldn't like ever not get a 7 or 12. But yeah, I'll take a drink.
The
Alright.
other
Hey,
halfling bear is
Callie.
gonna go. Can I come too?
Yeah,
Come on
Callie, come
there.
along.
I was invited.
And yeah, come on, Callie. I wouldn't leave you.
Mhm.
And by the way, my name is Euphema. You're Euphemia. Ophema. That's my name.
Rocket,
Callie,
Rocket.
That's
I can't.
Callie.
do you like
All right,
insects?
let's go.
Baracus?
Let's go grab some drinks. What?
I said, do you like insects, Baracus?
Some of them are cool. I guess.
I know lots about different insects.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Me.
cool.
We should go grab a
Insects
drink.
are cool.
We should go grab a drink.
What
Yeah.
we're doing?
Zahala, could we get three of the three of your best those Yargos meads. Those are good. Could we get three of those?
And that's just what Euphemia
Thank you,
is
Zahala.
drinking. Ha!
Oh,
Yeah, she's a she's a character, her, that Callie.
yeah.
Baracus, do you dream of dying in battle?
I
I dream
I've been
of
in a
dying in battle.
okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you been in many battles before?
Yeah, I've been in dozens, but I never lost. I hate losing,
Me too.
but I really
That's
want to
why-
die in battle.
Okay. So how were you going to achieve this? High honor,
Well,
by the way.
and you ask her that, and she seems perplexed. Like she's never actually comprehended the fact that she has to lose to die in battle, and
Yeah.
and so she's shut up.
I actually just
And
have
at this
the
point,
one dream.
Zahala is gonna walk over with the ales or the meads, and oh man, my internet.
Oh, what?
It's okay, McKaylee's still here, and that's what matters.
True.
Sorry, my internet. What did you say, Callie?
Callie had already moved past it, but comes back and goes, I just have the one dream. It's the one with the parrot. He's angry.
Parrot?
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah. Zahala is gonna walk over at this point and see that you're with the two halfling girls. And she's gonna say, Baracus, here are your drinks, girls. Baracus, why don't you join with me in the over at the bar, and we'll
Yeah.
we'll have a tiefling conversation.
Let's do that. See you later, girls.
As she walks away, Callie 100% grabs one of your horns, pulls away, and goes, I thought it was softer, and then walks away.
I've never wanted to punch a fictional character more. Not even the one interacting with her.
She's a nice girl.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. All right.
Yeah. So Baracus, we started talking, but we got a little busy. I would love to hear more about you and your party. You said you didn't have a particularly exciting adventure, but like I said, you look like a rough group. What's really been going on?
Tiefling and Tiefling.
Yeah, of course.
It's been how can I put this? You hear me?
I can. Yeah.
Um, let's see that part about my master dying was 100% true. We helped free some slaves and overthrew an entire city. We then proceeded to um go along and travel and fight many different battles. Many I did not know if I was going to be ever seeing the light of day again, but at the same time, even though I've been scared out of my mind countless times, it's also been like, exciting, exhilarating, and I never thought of myself as an adventurer before meeting my friends, but it has definitely been quite the journey. I'm only downplaying it because it wasn't how I expected my life to go.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, you know, myself, our cook back there, Bellinor, Nyla, who ran in yelling about something and grabbed one of your friends and left. And then the late, great Oren Ningle. He's no longer with us. We're all a part of an adventuring party ourselves. We've since retired with our winnings and started this inn. You'll see. So we understand the paradox of an adventuring party. It's the greatest fun you'll ever have, and in the same vein, the most pain.
When did you know you reached your peak?
Have you heard tell of why our inn had got its name, the Abyss?
Nuh-uh.
And she'll motion over to one of the walls, and you'll notice on the wall is a very large beak. Actually, it looks similar to the beak that Marshall has around his neck, except it's probably about like 3 feet by 3 feet long. It's this huge beak. She'll say, well, my party headed the only known successful Kraken hunt. We killed the Kraken.
What?
We gathered its treasure and we bought ourselves this tavern.
What?
Yep,
You killed a Kraken
we did indeed.
by yourselves with no help.
Well, no, we had some help. We were a part of an expedition, but we headed it. It's the
But
only
you-
Kraken that's ever been known to have been killed.
That's incredible. You killed a
But-
legend.
That was our peak.
I don't see how you can how anything else after that would be, I guess, challenging or thrilling.
No. Yeah, you see, we lost our friend and our brother Oren in this expedition. So it just seemed the right time to call it quits and open up this lovely establishment where we get to celebrate with friends every night.
Not everybody's as lucky as y'all, if you
No,
could call it.
absolutely not. Yep. Yeah, let's switch over to Geth, who I believe is still sitting at the table with the dwarf woman. The dwarf woman who is running the Avandra's favor table.
So the half orc bought Gath a drink.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, you were with Miev, the half orc ranger.
Just
Sorry,
real
he
quick,
told you that.
just real quick, can I like look around the room to see if I can see Path?
you don't.
Okay.
Well, give me a perception check. Give me a perception check, real quick,
God.
actually.
He just died.
Yeah, you've been keeping an eye on him. You saw him walk out the front door with the dwarf that he was standing with.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything about it at the moment.
Well, friend, I'm sorry that Tamora couldn't bring you a victory at the table. But you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and that's kind of the way of Malchus, right? Chaos.
Geth is gonna kind of laugh and he's going to shake his head. Yeah, I guess so. But Lady Luck is never in a single person's favor, so I can't be too mad.
I suppose that's true. You look a little down on your luck. Has Tamora been treating you evenly, would you say?
Geth is gonna laugh again. I don't know about evenly. I have felt a little disconnected from her reaches as of late. But again, Lady Luck never shines too brightly on one particular person, so I can't be too mad.
Sounds very similar.
From behind you, you hear a voice. So you're looking for connection then.
Oh God, is it?
And you
Smeed?
what? Oh, Samid? It's not Samid. Was that the Samid voice? And you turn around to see the one of the guys from the table with the 4 guards sitting is walking over to you. This dude has kind of a pencil thin mustache and that weird little like chin hair there. And he goes and walks over to your table and just completely ignores the guy next to you and just goes, Ignatius Dunthorpe, at your service, and reaches his hand out to you.
Geth is gonna look over at the Howl. What was his name again?
Miev.
Mia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you know the name?
Sorry. Wait, which name?
It's Miev. We got it. He got the name. Oh, sorry.
Geth is gonna look over at Miev kind of questioningly, and he's gonna look back towards Ignatius and take his hand and shake it gently. Geth.
I am blessed by our Lord Almighty, whatever Lord that might be. For me, it is, of course, being a part of Doran, whoever I choose it to be, because we live in a kingdom that believes that people have the right to choose their religion within reason. And here's the thing I have to ask you, Geth. Are you looking for connection? Are you looking for a brotherhood of arms? Are you looking to be the best Geth that you can be?
Kind of fucking with this.
Because when I see you right now, I see you are not fulfilled. You look unhappy, Geth. Why is that?
Geth is gonna kind of look taken aback, and he's gonna look over to Miev, and he's gonna say, do you know who this is? Does he come here often?
Yeah, look, man, I don't want any part of that nonsense. I'm gonna leave you to talk to Ignatius.
Geth is gonna reach out a hand and
Malchus bless you. He's gonna walk off.
Geth is gonna ask before he leaves. Geth is gonna ask him if at some point later they could discuss Malchus.
Sure, friend. Yeah, I'll be around drinking.
Geth is gonna turn back towards Ignatius. He's gonna like clear his throat. He's gonna look him in the eye. And he's gonna say, "What makes you think I'm not fulfilled?"
Because unless I'm mistaken, you are not a member of the Guard of Doran. And the only true fulfillment is serving one's kingdom and you're here in our beautiful kingdom of Doran. From the mountains in the east to the oceans in the west, there is nowhere more pristine on Vikna, and there is no way you can be the better version of yourself than right here. And I say this to you as a man who, you see, I came from nothing. I had to work
Damn it.
each and every day. And at the ripe age
Is this just an
of
army recruiting?
15, I found my way to the most amazing person I could have ever met. Recruitment officer J.P. Blige at the Doran recruiting office right there in the center of Hyrax. And do you know what he said to me? There's something missing. And I said, you're right, but I don't know what that is. And he said, it's everything. It's your future, it's your past, it's your present, it is everything. You are meant to be a guard of Doran, and guess when I look you in the eye, you're a well-built man, yes?
Well, I don't mean to brag, but I do have to lug around some heavy objects every other day or so.
Then you're perfect for the Doran Guard. Why don't you get your way over to Hyrax? Sign up. Where are you heading right now? Are you on your way to Hyrax?
Unfortunately, no. You see, we're just my companions and I are actually just escorting a friend home, and from there, I believe we will actually try and make our way home off of this continent.
Where's home for your friend?
It's really not. I'm really not at liberty to say. It's his personal business. We're nothing more than an escort.
Oh no, I completely understand. I was just wanting to know if it was here in Doran, because we have recruitment offices in every city in this kingdom.
I do believe it is here in Doran, though I don't know too much about the place, if I'm being honest.
Are you heading to Gotha?
Even
Barrow, Yurg,
Gotha at
Chateau,
some point.
Hyrax.
Gotha at some point. I have a few personal businesses there.
But not now. Where are you heading now?
Again, I'm just escorting my companion's friend home.
Geth, let me leave you with a little literature. And he hands you a small sheet of paper that in handwriting just says, join the Guard of Doran, and says, we'll be seeing more of each other. I know that. Put her here. And he sticks his hand out to you again.
Hopefully we'll be seeing each other in good graces.
And he goes, there's no better graces than the guards of Doran. And he salutes you and walks away back to his table with his 3 other guards.
I guess it's gonna turn around.
At this point, oh, sorry.
You're good. That's all.
At this point, Aerith and Nyla are going to charge into the door carrying the Eder cap. Again, a disgusting purple gray blob. Actually, you're all welcome to look up Eder cap real quick. It's spelled E-T-T-E-R.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
That. Why don't you just go ahead and look that up real quick? And this is what Aerith and Nyla bring in the door. And they're just going to kind of plop it down in the entryway, and everybody's going to cheer. As soon as they drop it, everybody will cheer.
No, man. That's disgusting.
Geth is gonna look over to Aerith and just throw his hands up in the air like, dude, what the fuck?
They said it's alcohol. It's
So
good.
to that.
Geth is just gonna like, okay, fine. I guess, cool.
Yeah, and you guys are gonna get started. Or the cook you'll see will come out and get started on milking this thing.
What?
I'm not gonna go into the process, but they're gonna milk it for its
Skinny titties, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna milk it for its juices and make a drink for everybody, which they call lemon drop. Not actually what you know as a lemon drop, but it's, you know. And yeah, they're gonna make a glass for everybody in the establishment, and so there's this purple liquid that they get from this thing. So they'll pour 2 different kinds of clear liquor into a glass, and then top it with this purple syrup that they've gathered from this thing, and the purple syrup just kind of floats at the top. And they make one for everybody in the establishment, and they hand one out to everybody. And Zahala, the bartender, at this point is going to hop up onto the bar. And note that this woman looks like she's at least 90 years old, probably. And she hops with relative ease. Not even relative ease, like easier than any of you would hop up onto a bar. And she hops onto the bar and she holds up her glass. And she says, "To the day of the night, the day the war of a dozen nations ended, the day that King Hannibal Tallstag united this great nation, and a day that we all have thanks for our lives. To the day of the night." She's gonna lift up the glass and then down it.
Day of the night.
Day of the night. Okay.
Geth is gonna wait till Aerith finishes his and then just hand it over.
Aerith will drink that one as well.
And you'll notice Path has come back into. Thank you, Hank.
Welcome. I'm done. Sorry.
Is that what I got? Baby.
Oh,
No, it was the big one.
I don't.
No, those ones are
so
so
good. So green.
Yeah. Yeah. Does everybody drink this?
I drank it.
I know Geth didn't.
I did drink
Yeah.
it.
Zon,
Yeah.
Aerith, you drank yours.
Aerith drink his and Des.
Yeah, you'll notice it's absolutely delicious. Best mixed drink you've ever had. It's fantastic. Ettercap juice, really good.
No.
And at this point, can Baracus, can you give me a or no, not Baracus, sorry. Geth, give me a perception check.
No,
Since you
let
were
it
keeping an eye. Baracus, give me a perception check as well.
Yay!
He did it.
Yeah, actually, I do need both of you to give me a perception check.
Nope.
You
Yeah.
used your good perception roll earlier.
All right. Geth was busy handing Aerith his drink whenever he needed to do this. So, and then Baracus, you notice that the dwarf who Path was talking to earlier, there seems to be a bit of a shouting match that's kind of broken out. And he's arguing. He's standing over near the table with the guards. And he's there's a bit of a shouting match. There's a little bit of shoving that starts happening between this dwarf and one of the not the main guard that was talking to Geth, but one of the underlings. And then the other guards start getting involved, and they are all kind of shoving at this dwarf. And you hear, with a perception that high, you hear some slurs that you know is aimed at dwarves being shouted by those guards before the dwarf takes a swing at the one in the middle, and the three of them all start drawing their weapons.
Hey.
Yeah, but as they're drawing their weapons, Zahala also seems to notice. She flips from her position on top of the bar, which she hasn't left at this point. She flips from that, lands on the ground, jumps up, and she punches all three very, very quickly. Like before they could get their weapons out, right? She's made her way across this room, off of the bar, all the way up to the three of them. And she punches all three of them right in their throat. Boom, boom, boom. And they all freeze and fall backward, like seemingly paralyzed. And she's going to motion to the captain. She's going to say, "Why don't you get your boys to their room and you guys call it a night?" Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, of course, ma'am. Let me take care of them. I'm so sorry. And he's gonna kind of like hand a small bag of coins to her. Yeah, and then Ignatius kind of grabs two of them and just takes their heads and just slams them in together, and then drags those two, and then tells the other one to come and kind of leads them back into a back hallway, and disappears for a little bit.
Yeah, and Zahala will shout, "Drinks on the captain," and go start pouring drinks for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, after a little bit, Ignatius comes back out and he kind of like wanders over to Geth and kind of if any of you guys have gathered around, is like, I don't suppose anyone here is heading to Chateau in the morning. I'm tasked to deliver a short message to the guards there. However, because of the light of today's events, I need to hurry on to the encampment that we have to properly make sure that those who disobeyed our rules and laws are punished as is appropriate by the Doran Guard. So I would ask for pay, of course, if somebody could deliver this letter for me.
Drunk Athos stand up. I'm very good at that.
Geth is gonna just kind of like go over and pick Aerith up off the table and set him down.
He goes, so you're heading to Chateau then?
Yes. If anything, we can swing by Chateau if this letter is really that important.
And he kind of holds out the letter and says, it is imperative that this gets to the guards in charge of Chateau. There are bigger things at play here. And he looked straight at you, Geth, as he says this.
May we at least know what the letter talks about?
There are things brewing in this between the three kingdoms. I think it's been very apparent. I mean, the borders are officially closed. They closed a few days ago, as I'm sure you know. So because of that, letters need to get to our city to let them know.
Geth is going to Geth is going to pluck the letter out of his hand. He's going to turn back towards the group. He's going to say, well, my friends, the Vikna Postal Service is back in business.
Ha 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 ha.
He's going to then hand you another small bag of gold. Inside, you will see that there is 7 gold for each of you. So,
Oh wow.
What is that? 35 gold in the bag.
Mhm.
The 5 of us, yeah.
He didn't know how many were. We're just going to say there was 35 gold in, like a number divisible by the 5. And then he's going to say, yes, this is imperative it goes. But moreover, when you finish, talk to the guards there. See if there is a life for you in the guards. We always need people stationed in Goda.
I will certainly talk to them, but no offense, my mind is pretty made up that I intend on going home.
Well, maybe you'll find a new home here in Doran. I hope you do. And he'll wink at you and then go, tomorrow bless you, and walk away back into the hallway to go back to his room. And you are handed a letter that says, it's what?
I'm going to keep that on my person.
Yeah, Geth, you have a letter and it says Ignatius's memo.
Drunkards just gonna elbow Geth and be like, remember, you can't go home, silly.
I'm going to cast command on Aerith. I'm just gonna tell him to sit.
Aerith does have advantage against being charmed on saving throws.
Right.
You need to do a saving throw.
All right, just post the text for that, Marshall. Oh my god.
Does being drunk give him disadvantage or anything? Because he did mention he was drunk.
Depends on how drunk.
No, not a disadvantage to this unless it's a charisma save.
A whiz.
I'm trying to find it. What save am I doing?
Wisdom.
I don't. Wisdom. Oh well. Yeah, just do your wisdom save, Colby.
Okay.
Oh, damn, he rolled a 21. Yes.
Oh,
Ha.
Give it. I guess he's just gonna roll his eyes and
All right. Good.
try and find Miev again.
Yeah. Give a perception check real quick as you scan the room.
Nope, 2 sevens again. Where was
You
this
leap.
when I was fucking rolling?
Yeah.
Elite.
Yeah.
swear.
Wait. That's 4 sevens in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sevens. Sevens.
Yeah. I mean, you haven't been drinking, but you're just kind of distracted. You notice Path actually at the back of the room, on the organ, very drunk, playing and singing songs poorly. He's kind of just shouting. He's like, it's like what you would assume like Tristan would do at the end of the night playing Piano Man. That's what Path is doing right now.
Amazing. Amazing.
Can I go find my hunting partner?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, boom. Perception. Boom, baby. I guess I'm drunk.
Dear God.
No, you do find the dwarf that got in a fight with the guards. You kind of stumble into him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. My bad.
Yeah. What are you? Get the fuck out of here!
Hey, you gonna finish that drink?
I'll finish the drink and make you think. And fuck you! Get out of here!
Is that a no?
No.
Oh, okay, bye. A no.
Yeah. Geth, you rolled poorly on your perception, but it's a small room, so you can see Miev. It's not like there's that many people around. He's kind of passed out on the bar in front of Zahala. She's kind of cleaning things up. It's late in the night now. Everybody's kind of either passed out or like heading to bed. There's some conversation still, but it's starting to die down a little bit. But Miev is still up and he's passed out on the bar.
Miev is passed out at the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like head slumped on the bar.
Geth is gonna go over and pat him on the back to see if he like pops his head up or anything.
Yeah, he'll kind of startle up a little bit. What can I do for you? Who are you?
Right there?
Where am I?
Are you doing all right?
No. Who are you?
Just a friend that you met earlier. I just came by to let you know that my business will be taking me elsewhere fairly shortly, so I don't believe we'll be able to have our conversation about Malchus.
Malchus. I do like Malchus. Shoot. What do you want to know?
It can wait. It's nothing too imperative.
No. I was an acolyte of Malchus one time. I've got a wealth of information. Shoot.
Well, if it's not too much trouble, I just wanted to know why so many people seem to flee from Malchus's teachings. You see, I tried to find reference material on his teachings, but most of what I found was basically how to leave the, and Geth does air quotes, the cult of Malchus.
Well, you see, and his head's gonna smack on the table. But when he does that, Zahala is gonna walk over. I hear you asking a lot of questions over here. I'm sorry, I couldn't help but over here. Our friend Miev might need help to his room. But I can answer some questions in exchange for your help carrying our friend.
I would be more than happy to assist.
Yeah, you see, Malchus was at one time the dominant religious force in Vikna here. He ended the nation, the war of a dozen nations. King Tallstag and him worked out a deal, you see. But since Tallstag died, his children took over, and I don't know, they've moved away from the teachings of Malchus, and so there's been a bit of propaganda against Malchus, in addition to propaganda for him. But it's a bit of a touchy subject, especially in the nations of where we are in Doran and in Vexus to the east. You see, they don't particularly like the teachings of Malchus, and the minority religious groups have kind of grown in power. That's yeah, I mean, I hope that kind of clears things up. It's a bit of a muddy, unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in.
Do you personally follow Malchus?
I try to stay out of things like that. Just an innkeeper. We have lots of people come through, and I'm a friend of the people.
Well, that does certainly make me feel a little better now that I do have a follow-up question. I've heard plenty of rumors that Malchus is behind the treacherous waters that surround the continent. As an outsider, only hearing in on conversations, do you have an opinion on this? Like, do you think Malchus could be the root of it, or do you think it might be something else?
I don't think anybody properly knows. I feel people often claim to know. But Malchus is the god of the tempest. That is his official title. So I'd say that things happening in the oceans, especially poor weather or chaos occurring in the oceans, would potentially be under his domain. Although Nadinus shares that domain, so you never know.
Nadinus. We've had a few run-ins with several acolytes of Nadinus, and all have ended well, but again, still no clue as to what could be causing the treacherous waters. Nadinus didn't know. The few people that we've run into that have known or followed Malchus seem to not be too forthcoming with information. So you really are a blessing in this trying time.
My dear Nyla, who I believe you at least saw tonight, bring in this beautiful Ettercap, and she'll motion to the large purple blob of a creature that's sitting behind the bar now. She is a druid and thus a follower of Nadinus. So if you have more questions, she might be of use, but I believe she's gone off to bed or into the woods or wherever she goes at this time of night. So you might need to catch her in the morning. But if that is all that you have for me, if you wouldn't mind helping me carry Miev here to bed, we can call it a night.
Of course, you've been a delight. Thank you.
Indeed. All right. The rest of you, is there anything that you wanted to do before heading off to your rooms?
I don't know.
Nias is probably just passed out by this point. He's had a little bit.
All right. So
Aerith just likes to know things. No, that was a while ago.
I was the last one to make a perception check.
No, he also made one for now.
All right. So yeah, Aerith or Geth, as you you're gonna carry Miev off to bed. And Zon, what are you up to now at this point?
Oh, Zon's ready for bed.
Yeah, Zon's gonna head to bed, and Baracus, you're heading to bed. Baracus and Zon, as you presumably head to bed at a similar time, you're heading in the same area. Where could you both give me a perception checks real quick?
Okay.
Zon. Okay. Yeah, Zon, you go up and you go into your room. So you're both walking to the back of this tavern, and you walk up the stairs. And up the stairs is it kind of tees, and either direction there's a hallway, kind of like a hotel, and so there are rooms on either side. And Baraka says you take a right at the top of these stairs to go to what's been assigned your room. You notice a figure at the end of the hall. It's dark up there. There are a couple lights at the top of the stairs, but at the end of the hall, it's dark. And you notice somebody kind of slumped and sitting at the end of the hall.
I call out. Hey. Hey, you.
Nothing.
I'm on my business, so I'm gonna go into my room.
Okay. All right, you go into your room. And one more. Geth, as you drop off Miev and you head up in the same direction, can you give me a perception check? Zon is in his room. Baracus has gone off to his room. And Geth, after helping Miev, heads into his room. Aerith, you passed out on the table. So we will call it a night there.
Oh my gosh.
It would pass out on the table? Or...
Aerith is passed out on the table.
Oh.
Yep. Aerith is passed out on the table. All right, we'll call it a night.
Good job, you guys. Great session. And everyone, well done. And we will play again next Wednesday, unless something comes up and changes, but that's the plan as of right now, right, B?
Yep.